Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That Turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S. God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S. God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S. God G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
Salute, man. Salute to the college basketball world. Salute to the college basketball game, NCAA double men's championship. Like I said, man, salute to all the social media, to the Twitter, YouTube, all social media platforms, man. Thank you guys for tapping into this live stream, man, of this NCAA championship men's college basketball game between the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougars, man, meeting for the national championship to end the college basketball season. Both of these teams got here. Florida eliminated Auburn 79-73 on Saturday. And then my Duke Blue Devils went down, collapsed, man, choked at the end of the game. But, hey, got to give it to Houston, man. They came back, and they did some wonders and did some miracle, and they defeated the Duke Blue Devils 70-67, man. I didn't even see that coming, but it is what it is. But Houston is here now, and they will be playing for a national championship against the Florida Gators, who is Big Pat Sports Talk's favorite team, the Gators. So we'll see tonight if his Gators can pull it out and win that national championship, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, man, from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave podcast, courtesy of the Aboriginal Sports Network. One centralized location for all of our content, man. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms. And both of these teams coming in, man, 35-4 on the season. This is the final game of the college basketball season. As you know, yesterday the women's played their championship, and congratulations, salute to the UConn Huskies, man. They blew out the South Carolina Gamecocks 81 or 82-59. Big performance by Sarah Strong and the UConn Huskies, Paige Beckers and stuff like that. So congratulate to the UConn women's 12th national title, man. But that's the most for any women's championship by Gina Auriemma, man. You know, the all-time legendary coach Gina Auriemma, man. So great things for him, man. I watched that game, man, and yeah, UConn was just head and shoulders above South Carolina yesterday's game, man, and they won it, man. And it was revenge from like a couple of years ago, man, you know, when South Carolina beat UConn. So now, hey, they return the favor, man. So, you know, big shout outs to the women's game, like I said, to UConn and Gino Auriemma for their 12th national title, man. And you already know, man, I see Jacob in the building already. I mean, I know he's gloating. He's happy right now. What's good, fam? He said, you know it. Yeah, man, congrats to your team, man. Y'all won the national title for the women's game, man. Salute to Gino Auriemma, 12th national title, man. What can I say about him? Hall of Fame coach, legendary, man. And the women's took care of their business, and that was the end of the women's game season last night. Tonight will be the men's. The season will be ending tonight. So we'll see who will win between Houston and Florida, man. We'll have the starting lineups next, and then these guys, they're being introduced right now. So I have the starting lineups, and then we'll tip off, man. Tip off will be in a couple of minutes and stuff like that, man, to see who will win this national title, man, for Houston. This will be a fitting way to end the season for them, and also give Kelvin Sampson his first national title, man, for the University of Houston, man. He has resurrected that program, man. Hats off to him. Tip my hat off to him. Also on the other side for Florida Gators, man, Todd Golden, man, great coach, man, great young coach for the Florida Gators, man. And Florida's one of the top teams, one of the best teams all year. Part of that SEC team, man. Alabama, Auburn, Florida. That was top three from the SEC, man. The SEC right now is on top in NCAA basketball, as well as college football, man. So SEC trying to take over in both. They're taking over both the NCAA football, NCAA men's basketball. But like I said, we'll see tonight, man. Houston's coming with a tough defensive team against Florida, who loves to run up and down the court. We'll see how that matches up with them, man. But like I said, I expect a great game, man. Houston comes in as just a 1-point favorite in the game. And like I said, I could see either team winning. I could see either way going. I could see either team winning. If Houston is hitting those 3-point shots from the guards, you know what I'm saying, that'll be a good night for them. And as well as for Florida, man, Walter Clayton Jr., man, the electric point guard for Florida, man. He's been the main man for them this season, man. So hopefully, like I said, if you have a great game tonight, they could be hoisting that NCAA trophy, man. So, hey, it's hats off to those guys, man. We're ready to get started in a few minutes, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, man, on this live stream. Once again, Houston versus Florida for the national championship for the NCAA men's championship from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. So, like I said, if we got any Gators fans, any Houston Cougars fan, man, you can come in the chat, man. Talk your talk, man. Let's get it on, man. Hey, it's all good here, man. Speak your piece, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys deserve it. I can't say nothing, man. You guys earned the trip. You know what I'm saying? One of these teams will be cutting down the nets tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a fun night tonight for college basketball, man. But then after this, college basketball season is over for men's and women. The only thing you're going to have left now is the NBA. NHL, Major League Baseball, and also WNBA will be starting soon. So you get ready for that. All right, I'm about to see what the starting lineups for. Most likely it's going to be the same starting lineup. For the Houston Cougars, going to be Juwan Roberts, Tugler, Emmanuel Sharp, LJ Cryer, and Milos Uzan. And for the Gators, the Walter Clayton Jr. Condon. Let me see who's the other guy. All right, about to tip it off. The Alex Condon, Ruben Chenal, Will Richards, Walter Clayton Jr., and Elijah Martin. And the Cougars have the ball first. Uzan with the ball, looking at the elbow, down low to Juwan Roberts. Roberts, guarded by Condon. Roberts in the lane. Spin shot is up and no good. Ball is out of bounds. It will be the Gators' ball. So Gators about to inbound. All right. Look at the shot clock is a little bit off or something like that. Game, yeah, it's 1940 now. It should be 1940. All right. Gators inbounds. Condon will inbounds to Clayton Jr. with the ball across the timeline. Over to Condon. Over to who's that? Elijah Martin. Condon back to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. His 3-point shot from the top of the key, no good. And the ball goes out. It will be Houston ball. All right, so Uzan will inbounds to LJ Cryer. Back to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Guarded by by Mitchell. Sorry, guarded by Will. He was guarded by Elijah Martin. And Houston strikes first blood with the shot in. LJ Cryer. So Houston goes up 2-0. All right. Florida with the ball. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Double teamed at the logo. Over to Condon. Condon with the ball. Over to back to Condon. Condon in the lane. Looking. Double team out to Martin for the 3. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Uzan. And here comes the Cougars. Uzan over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball. Back to Uzan. Uzan at the top of the key. Guarded by, Martin. Uzan with the ball. Looking. Finds Sharp. Sharp with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Tugler. Tugler with the ball. Back out to LJ Cryer for his three-pointer shot from the top of the key. No good. And Houston gets another rebound. Emmanuel Sharp with the ball. Sharp down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Chenal. Over to Elijah Martin. Over to Condon for the dunk. And good look. Ghost Dog, what's good, bro? Yeah, salute, salute. Yeah, all right. Houston with the ball. Uzan with the ball over to Cryer. Cryer over to Sharp. Sharp over to Uzan at the elbow. Uzan looking. Finds Robert and the ball. Is it stolen by? Nope. Uzan recovers the ball. Uzan in the lane. Shot is up off the glass and in. And Houston goes up 4-2. All right. Florida. Gators inbounds quickly over to Martin. Ahead to Condon. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled by Roberts. So Condon will be at the free throw line. So the Gators quickly move the ball up. Like I said, the Gators can score, man. They want this to be a track meet. They want to run this. They want to run this thing up. So Condon will be at the free throw line for 2. All right. See, Condon early first half. Condon's first free throw is good. 17:30 early start in this game. Early first half. Houston up 4-3, and Condon's second free throws up and is also good, and we are tied at 4. All right. Cougars inbounds to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Across the timeline. Looking. Try to find someone. Still has the ball. Uzan. Over to LJ Cryer. Cryer with the ball. And Florida shows a little press. Over to Uzan. Uzan over to LJ Cryer at the elbow. Around the Roberts screen. Cryer over to Roberts in the lane. His floater in the lane is up. No good. Rebounded, and he gets his. Did he get? Nope. Will Richards with the ball over to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Will Richards. Richards down low to Chenal, and it is a foul on the floor. Will be on Houston. So that would be Tugler's. Tugler will get the foul for the Cougars. All right, Florida inbound. Scores tied 4 apiece. Clayton Jr. looking. Finds Elijah Martin for the dunk. No good. Puts it up. No good. And blocked out by Roberts, and it'll be Cougars ball. Good defense by the Cougars. Elijah Martin on the dunk. Missed it on the dunk. Looked like he probably got fouled, but no call. All right, so Cougars with the ball. Uzan over to Cryer. Around a Tugler screen. Cryer down a Tugler back, and he lays it up and in. 6-4 Houston. Gators inbounds. Condon inbounds to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. around the screen looking. Fine. Chenal inside for the dunk. And we're tied at 6. And look like incidental contact and look like Tugler's down. So just like it looked like incidental contact with Tugler and Chenal. All right. Houston with the ball. Cryer inbounds to Uzan. Uzan at the top of the key, guarded by Elijah Martin. Uzan looking for a screen. Over to Francis. Francis in it, and he misses the dunk. Rebounded by Roberts. His put back up is no good. And Florida has the ball now. Gators with the ball. Clayton Jr. loses the ball. LJ Cryer with the steal, and here comes the Cougars. Cryer pull up 3-point shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Roberts over to Sharp, or his 3-point shot from the top, no good. And it is rebounded by Will Richards. Richards over to Clayton Jr. ahead of the pack, over to Hub, and for the easy layup. Let's see, and Florida goes up 8-6. That was Hangling. All right, Sharp with a fall away shot up in the lane and is good, and we are tied at 8. So back and forth, back and forth. All right, Florida with the ball. Clayton Jr. with the ball at the top of the key. Double team, then he throws the ball away. So timeout on the floor. 15:05 left to go. Early first half. We are tied at 8 between Houston and Florida for this national championship game, 2025 NCAA Men's Championship game in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Yes, sir. Ghost Jacob, watching this game, man. Like I said, this is it for college basketball, man. After that, now everything else, and then the NFL draft will be on April 24th or 25th, I think. And we'll see what G-men do. So far, so good. Good game, man. Tied at 8 apiece, man. Like I said, both teams making shots, missing some dunks and stuff like that. But, them stuff will fall eventually, So, good way to come on out here, man. Great game so far, man. Great atmosphere over there in San Antonio for the championship game. All right, like I said, man, we will see who will win this championship tonight, man. Will it be Big Pat Sports Talk, Florida Gators team cutting down the nets at the end of this game, or will it be the Houston Cougars, man? I know Big Pat is watching this game. Like I said, pulling for those Florida Gators, man. Like I said, so far on this in this game, man, Houston's doing what they've been doing even in these games, man, getting a lot of extra rebounds and stuff like that. But Florida, like I said, they're keeping pace with them right now. Like I said, we're tied at 8 and about to return to action right now. Like I said, early on, both teams, what I'm saying, will be feeling each other out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to gauge the temperature, man, things like that, man. Tale of the two coaches, man. Todd Golden, 39 years old, against Kelvin Sampson, who is 69 years old. So this is the meeting for the ages, old school versus new school. Houston Cougars and Kelvin Sampson, 69 years old, against Florida Gators, Todd Golden, 39 years old. All right, back to action. Houston with the ball. Game is tied. Uzan with the ball. Looking, finds Roberts over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball. The Uzan back to LJ Cryer. Cryer down low to Francis with oh my God. JVR Francis with the dunk. And Houston goes up 10-8. All right, Huff with the ball over to Martin. Martin over to Hungling. Over to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. over to Elijah Martin. Thought about the three. Huff with the 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Francis over to Cryer. And here comes the Cougars. Cryer over to Sharp. Sharp pull up 3-point shot is up. No good. And is rebound by Aberdeen. And here comes the Florida Gators. Aberdeen over to Clayton Jr., his 3-point shot from the top, no good. But Huff with the rebound puts it back in and dunks it, and we are tied at 10. All right, who's on with the ball over to Roberts. Roberts with the ball over to Crier. Crier over to Roberts. Roberts guarded by Huff. Roberts in the lane. Fall away shot is up and no good, and it is off of Florida. It will be Houston's ball. So good defense. That's oh yeah, I'll send a link to your Twitter. Wow, what a dunk by Francis, man. Over Huff. So Javier Francis with the poster dunk. And we're tied at 10 and Florida inbounds. Look like Tugler will come back into the game for the Gators. Roberts will take a seat. All right. Gators inbounds. Aberdeen. Aberdeen over to Huff. Over to Clayton Jr. Now Clayton Jr. with the ball. Throws out to Aberdeen. Over to Huff. His shot is up and it's stripped. And here comes the Cougars. Uzan with the ball. Over to Crier. Crier. Around the screen by Tugler. Crier. 3-point shot from the top of the key is an air ball. And it's out of bounds. It will be Gators ball. All right, Gators with the ball. Clayton Jr. with the ball at the top of the key over to Huff. Huff back to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Huff. Back to Clayton Jr. His 3-point shot from the top, no good. Rebounded by Francis, and here comes over to LJ Cry. Here comes the Cougars ahead to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Uzan at the elbow around the Tugler screen. Uzan at the top of the key now, trying to get the mismatch with Tugler. And Clayton Jr. couldn't find that over to LJ Crier. Crier with the ball. Over to Uzan. Uzan in the lane. His shot is up and it's good. And Houston takes the lead at 12-10. All right, Florida with the ball. Condon with the ball. Still with the ball, looking, finds Clayton Jr. over to Huff, down to Condon, and he walked. He had a clear lane. Could have went up, man. I don't know what he was looking at, man. Like I said, so far so good, man. 12:05 left to go in the first half. Houston up 12-10 over Florida. All right, look like Roberts will check back into the game for the Cougars. All right, Houston inbounds. Uzan with the ball. Uzan around the Tugler screen. Uzan still with the ball over to Tugler. Tugler with the ball. With the ball over to Arsenal. Arsenal still with the ball. Looking. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for somebody. Finds Malik Wilson. Wilson, his 3-point shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by Condon. Condon with the ball over to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball, and it is stolen by the Cougars. And here comes the Cougars. Uzan with the ball. Guarded by Will Richards. Uzan down a lane, looking. Throws out to Arsenal for the 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Clayton Jr. And here comes the Gators. Down 2. Clayton Jr. around the screen, the Chanel screen, over to Condon. Condon with the ball, looking, finds Aberdeen. Aberdeen with the ball around the Condon screen. Aberdeen in the lane, fall away jump shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Roberts, and here comes the Cougars. Over to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Across the timeline, guarded by Aberdeen. Uzan at the top of the key, around the Robert screen. Looks, finds Roberts at the top of the key, guarded by Condon. Robert in the lane. His little floater in the lane up and good. And Houston goes up 4. Florida quickly inbounds. Clayton Jr. over to Aberdeen. Aberdeen looking. Still trying to find somebody. Finds Condon. Over to Walter Clayton Jr. And he is fouled. Foul on the floor with Houston up 14-10. 10-18 left to go in the first half. And it's the under 12 timeout. So far, Houston with the lead, 14-10 right now. Except Florida got to find their footing. Like I said, man, it's going to be a tough game. But like I said, Florida is a great team. Houston is a great team, man. This is going to be a great game, man. Like I said, can't wait for the second half. But right now, like I said, it is great right now. These guys are battling, man. That's what you can ask for, a good competitive game. I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man-Cave podcast, courtesy of the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat, man. Make sure you go subscribe to our to the Aboriginal Sports Network as well as the Man-Cave podcast, man. It costs you nothing. It is totally free, man. You can go subscribe to all the great content creators on the Aboriginal Sports Network, myself, the Man-Cave podcast, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports or NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, TP Way the Giant, Mets 21-28, Leaf Diggy, Delay of Game, and many, many more, man, from the Aboriginal Sports Network. Make sure you go and subscribe to all those great content creators, man. Always got something going on the network, man. If it's not basketball, it's baseball, it's football, but always something going on, man. Thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms. Mets, what's good, my bro? What's good?
Not much. I mean, aside from basically just keeping tabs on wrestling, doing NXT tapings every Tuesday night, and all that jazz.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what you gotta do, man. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing their thing. You know, I know it's a little bit dead because football season is not here right now. So just got to do with the wrestling, basketball, man, which is great. You know what I'm saying?
Dave, not basketball.
And baseball, yeah. No, I know I do basketball. I know you do baseball and wrestling and stuff like that. So that's why, like I said, that's why it's a variety of things to look on the network.
And on occasion, NASCAR, but not always.
Yeah, man.
The reason I've slacked off on that is because the last 5 or 6 races have been on FS1, not on Fox.
Yeah, how long is those races, man? Those NASCAR, man. If you're on NASCAR,
how many cautions we get. I mean, I sat through the 500 for 7.5 hours.
That's what I was about to say. That stream is long.
Mostly due to rain delays.
Oh, so if it wasn't no rain delay, it'd probably be like 3 hours or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing with the outdoors, the rain delays, man. And the rain delays will slow it up, man, and slow it down. You know, that's the sucky part of
So if you ask me, the track that's getting hit the hardest this year is Bristol. And I don't mean in terms of weather. I mean just other gimmicky stuff they've got. They've got that ball game I got to call between Atlanta and Cincinnati in August. And in the middle of October, they're going to be holding a fishing championship at that track.
At the Bristol Speedway.
Yes.
Where's that? Is that in Tennessee? Is that in Tennessee or Connecticut? Tennessee, Bristol, Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, man, it's like Bristol and Bristol, Tennessee is this one in Tennessee, and that's the state line, right? Tennessee and Virginia, I think that's the state line, right? Both Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia. All right, ball is stolen by the Cougars, lays it up and in.
It's on the Tennessee side of the Cumberland Gap.
And the Cougars go up by 6. Here comes the Gators. Aberdeen with the ball, looking. Guarded by L.J. Cryer at the top of the key. Looking for Elijah Martin. Can't find him. Has the ball over to Chenal. Chenal over to Condon with a 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Florida. Gets the ball back, though. Good second chance for it. And he throws it out to to Will Richards. His 3-pointer shot from the corner is good and much needed for the Gators.
First 3 made by either side.
16-13. Yep, first 3-pointer made. Houston with the ball. Cryer with the ball. Over to
Francis.
Over to Arsenal, to Francis now. Francis with the ball. Francis in the lane. Nice up and under. Shot is up and good. And Houston goes up 18-13. And here comes the Gators quickly with the ball over to Aberdeen. Aberdeen guarded by Cryer. Over to Chanel. Chanel over to Will Richards. Another 3-point shot by Will Richards, and it's good again. So Will Richards with 2 back-to-back 3-point shots, and it is 18-16 Houston.
I mean,
RC, what's good?
Going into this matchup, you thought the Gators would be heavy favorites.
Yeah, they had Houston as a 1-point favorite in this game because I guess they're gonna figure it's gonna slow down or something like that. But we'll see. All right, Cougars with the ball, and man, Francis with a nice shot inside the lane, off the glass, 20-16, banked it off the glass. Florida with the ball. Condon fakes the handoff to Will Richards, over to Elijah Martin, back to Condon. Condon with the ball, looking. Wow, he almost turned the ball over, and they saved the Condon. Over to Will Richards. Richards over to Condon. Condon, and he traveled again. He walked again. That's his second walk of the game. He's looking unsure in this game, man. Early on, there's like 3 different possessions he's looked like that. RC, he said Will Richards coming in hot. Yeah, Will Richards is saving them right now. He's hit 2 back-to-back 3-point shots that was much needed because Florida had went a little cold. All right, Houston's ball up 20-16. 8:06 left to go in the first half. Sharp to Cryer. Cryer at the top of the key, over across the logo. Cryer over to Roberts, and it's stolen by Will Richards. And here comes the Gators. Richards shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Francis. Over to Cryer. Over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball. Shot in the lane, no good. Out of bounds. It will be Florida ball. Good defense by the Gators.
Does Ian Eagle do better as a college football commentator or a football one?
You said Ian Eagle?
Yeah.
I think he'd do better as a basketball.
Why does CBS have him doing football?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you work for the network. They got you doing, what I'm saying, both of them or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he does. He's better at basketball than football. But it is what it is. But yeah, he do a lot of games. I think he do a lot of some Knicks and some Nets games or something like that. I know he used to be there.
Mostly Nets.
Nets game, right? Iron Eagle. He said, it's bedlam out here. It's bedlam out there. It is bedlam out there
across the board.
Well, like I said, this would be good because, like I said, this is the last college basketball game for the season. This game right here, the winner takes all, and have bragging
no one
rights.
Really the Gamecocks on the women's side to get their asses handed to them by UConn yesterday.
Man, I thought it was going to be more of a competitive game than that. Man, I was surprised about the outcome. I kind of thought that UConn was going to win, but I didn't think it was going to win like that. I thought it was going to win a close game.
Yeah, South Carolina just didn't recover.
Yeah, once they got knocked down, beat to the floor, they never get back up, huh? He said they got punched in the mouth and they didn't get back up. Yes, I got one sentence. Paige is simply her. Paige Beckers, huh? Paige Beckers is her. Also, Sarah Strong, man. Sarah Strong is what carried that game for UConn, man. I mean, they couldn't do nothing with her, man. She was doing everything yesterday, Sarah Strong.
But then again, you look at other teams that collapsed during this tournament. I mean, look at Duke, a 9-point lead squandered in 2 minutes.
Yeah, man, my Dukies, man.
Which is the main reason
we had that game
in the final.
I know. We had that game, man. It's like, that was one of the epic collapse and choke jobs of all time, man. I couldn't believe it. I was doing that game, and I was just like, come on, man. Come on. And hey, that's what you get. That's what happens, man. When you fall apart, you collapse. You got to keep on going. I thought the substitution was a little bit bad. I thought it
round 2 against Arkansas. That pissed me off.
The AZ Fudge smoked South Carolina yesterday like some turkey wings. Yeah, AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong, Beckers is like, man, they went all in on South Carolina yesterday. They had no
That's the
answers, South
front three of
Carolina.
you. That's the front three of the UConn women's team, right?
Yep. AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong, and Paige Beckers. But Paige Beckers is done. She's gone. She's going on to the WNBA draft. I think the WNBA draft is what, tomorrow or Wednesday? Yeah, that's the thing with women's. Right after that game, man, is the draft. Like a day or 2 days later is the draft. So
But should they
she'll be
expand it
on.
to like a 14 or 16 team league in the WNBA, or we fine with 12 or whatever it's at?
I think it's, but no, they just did the expansion. I think San Francisco as a team this year, then it'd be Toronto and I think Cleveland next year or something like that. Two more teams coming out, Toronto and somebody else. So they expanding right now. One team expanding this year. They're gonna expand to two more. All right, Florida with the ball. Huff with the ball. Looking, finds Elijah Martin down low for the layup. Good backdoor cut by Elijah Martin, 20-18 Houston. All right, Houston inbounds Crier over to Wilson. Wilson with the ball, guarded by Clayton Jr. at the top of the key. Over to Roberts. Roberts at the elbow, guarded by Huff. Roberts spins in the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. So he'll be going to the free throw line.
Jamal Roberts not having a good night so far. 1 for 5 from the field, 4 rebounds.
Ooh.
Roberts.
Yeah.
First free throws up. Yeah. He got it.
Yep. Free throws up and good.
Free throw
3-point Cougars lead.
Second free throw is up and lives off.
Yep. Second free throw is no good. He's a 63% free throw shooter anyway, so I mean that's kind of typical. But against us, he made those 2 free throws at the end of the game in a pressure game, though. So, all right. So Florida with the ball, Huff over to Clayton Jr. looking to either tie the game or just trail by 1. Over to Huff, back to Clayton Jr. Over to Hangleton, over to Will Richards with the ball. Richards to Huff. Over to Elijah Martin. Elijah Martin with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Roberts. Over to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. I don't think has scored in this game.
And they don't.
Over to Will Richards. Will Richards in the lane, and like you say, right, it's 3 seconds. It's like a
30-second
shot clock violation.
That's the 8th turnover on the Gators in this game.
Good defense by the which goal 25 April 14th. They come in makes it a 13 team league. Okay, he said the 2025 and WNBA draft is the 14th. The Golden State is coming in as expansion team this year, makes it a 13 team, and then 2 more teams next year. Yep. All right. Houston with the ball, and they threw an air ball up, rebounded by Will Richards over to Clayton Jr. Here comes the Gators trying to tie this game up. Clayton Jr. with the ball, looking, finds Will Richards in the corner for his 3-point shot, and it's good. So it's been Will Richards' show for the Gators, man. That's his 3rd 3-point shot, and we're tied at 21. Houston with the ball. Houston with the ball. So Malik Wilson with the ball. Wilson with the ball around the Francis screen over to Crier. Crier with the ball out to the logo. Crier around the Francis screen. Crier's 3-point shot is up and good. 24-21, and Houston comes right back. All right, Gators quickly inbounds to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball, guarded by Sharp. Around a Huff screen. Back to Huff. Huff with the ball in the lane. And the shot is blocked. And here comes Houston. Crier over to Sharp. Sharp. Alley-oops to Wilson, and dunk is good. 26-21. So the Cougars are running. All right, and they come back on another defensive play again with Will Richards, and that shot is blocked, and it's a jump ball, and it'll be Houston's ball.
I said Gator
whose ball is it? Oh, it'll be Gators' ball. Good defense by Houston on back-to-back possession. He said one thing about Florida, they will stay composed basically. They're not going to panic. Houston's going to have to keep playing great. Yep, Houston's going to have to because Florida could come back though. So I mean, they've been trailing, in the playoff. I mean, in the tournament and also during the season. So there's nothing. All right, Clayton Jr. with a 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Crier, and here comes the Cougars. Crier with the ball down the lane, throws in the corner to Wilson. His 3-point shot from the elbow is good off the glass. And Houston with an 8-0 run, 29-21. Here comes the Gators. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Over to Chanel. Chanel over to Elijah Martin. Martin out to Condon. Condon looking. Finds Will Richards, and there's a travel on Condon again. That's like his third travel in this game. Third or fourth travel. Is like, man, they got to get the ball out of his hands. And Houston on an 8-0 run right now. 4:46 left to go. Houston up 8, 29-21. Timeout on the floor. Yeah, like I said, but Houston got to keep going because Florida's going to come back though. So when they start getting hot right now, Florida's like, they know it. It's like they sleepwalking right now. And hopefully, like I said, that's Big Pat Sports Talk. That's his team, the Florida Gators. So I know he's watching this game feverishly. He's saying, "Let's go Gators," because I thought, yeah.
I thought it'd be more of an LSU guy.
Yeah, from Louisiana, but yeah, he's a Gator, man. He's a Gator. He's a Chicago Bulls, but I think he's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He just lives in Louisiana. I think he's from Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he just lives in Louisiana. But yeah, the Florida Gators. Yeah, so far, like I said, I thought Florida would be up 29-21 in this game because Houston is a team that plays more defense and their offense is not as high octane as Florida, but they can score though. Those guards are hitting. They guards shoot 3-point shots from far. They don't shoot, they shoot it from far out. That's why, you know what I'm saying, they've like Steph Curry range out there.
But then again, consider who's among the Cougar alums.
Mm-hmm.
That being the Dream.
Yep. Akeem the Dream Olajuwon, right? Clyde Drexler. You know what I'm saying? The 5 slammer jammer. Florida, come on, right? You're in a dog fight. Mosley, what's good? Salute. He says, peace. He said, Cleve, salute. He said, Met, salute, my brother. Watching this Florida and Houston, man. Chance for the winner takes the championship, like I said. Thought my Blue Devils was going to be in it, man. The Blue Devils looking like they was going to be in this game, and then they just wet the bed. It just wet the bed in the last 30-some seconds of the game.
Yeah, last 2 minutes.
I couldn't believe it.
Threw the pooch. Dropped the ball.
We had a 6-point lead with 35 seconds left to go in the game. We lost by 3. We had a 6-point lead. They scored 9 points in 30-something seconds. I don't think you ever see that again.
Reminiscent of Game 1, Pacers, Knicks, 95 semis.
Yeah, man. So I guess I was getting that. It's like, man, that was from old 30-some years ago, huh? It's like a thing again from like 30 years ago. Yeah. RC said, I've overlooked Houston all tournament, man. They trying to make me eat crow one more time. I know you had to be sick. Yeah, Mosley, I was sick, man. I did the game the other night. I did that game. I thought we was winning that game with Duke and Houston. And, oh, man.
Into a bracket this year.
I was like, we got this. All right, we're going to go advance and meet Florida for the national championship. And it wasn't to be, man. So I can't count your chickens, you know what I'm saying? Can't count your eggs, you know what I'm saying?
Chickens before they hatch.
Right. All right. Cougars with the ball, up 8. Uzan with the ball, guarded by Martin. Over to Wilson. Wilson to Uzan. Uzan with the ball, guarded by Clayton Jr. at the elbow. Around the Roberts screen. Uzan in the lane. His shot is up, no good. And wow, I thought that was a foul. Rebounded by Arsenal, and it gets it taken right out of his hand by Condon by Florida. And here comes the Gators. Over the wall to Clayton Jr. Gators got to make a little run right now. Over to Richards. Richards to Chanel to Condon. Over to Martin. Martin with the ball. Over to Will Richards. Down low to Condon for the lay-in, and it's good. Of course, Condon gets on the screen. 29-23. Gets on the score sheet. Much needed from Condon. All right. Cougars with the ball. Yeah, Cougars with the ball. Wilson over to Cryer. Cryer looking around the Robert screen. Cryer looking Out to Wilson for the 3-point shot from the top of the key. No good. Rebound and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Florida ball. Down 6. And it's the under 4 timeout. 3:41 left to go in the first half. Cougars up 29-23.
Is there a point to these two obligatory timeouts, usually 8 minutes apart from each other?
Yeah. That's how college basketball is. They have a I think it's under 16 or 15-minute timeout. Then it goes to the under 12, and then it goes to the under like 8 minutes, and then under 4 minutes. It's like TV timeouts. And then you know why the timeouts? The timeouts is for commercials. That's why they have these timeouts for the players, but it's also for commercials too. So they got these commercials come on. You know, when you're at the game, you don't notice it. They just calling a timeout, and that's it. You're just sitting there looking. But you know, we at home when they call a timeout is commercials.
Quick question, Cave. Are you watching this on Paramount Plus or on CBS?
CBS.
Same with me. Even though we could
regular
both get
CBS.
this on Paramount Plus.
You think Duke will be right back in the Final Four or more next year? Yeah, they could get back there, man. Because like I said, they get a good recruiting class, but some of it, like I said, man, it's different now. It's different nowadays because of the transfer portal and the nil deals, man. Everybody's gonna be like wholesale changes at every school, man. You know, like I said, you have a good team this year, and then you think some of these guys are coming back. They go to the pros or they transfer to the transfer portal because they get paid more money. So it's a big market out there. I think it's like what 1,500 kids is in the transfer portal.
Perhaps.
It's like that's the new thing, man. It's like, hey, you just got to get paid. I mean, college now it's like it's a money making thing now. So if you ain't good enough to go to the pros, you might as well stay in college and get paid if they're gonna pay you. Stay there as long as you can for 5 years. If you could get paid, stay there because it ain't no guarantee you're gonna make it to the pros. You know, not for the top players. The top players ain't got to worry about that, but the fringe players, yeah, this is their money making thing right now. You know what I'm saying? They got to use that nil deals and stuff like that. Hey, if you're gonna pay me $1 million, I'm gonna go to this other school. They're gonna pay me $2 million. Hey, they might even pay $2 million to go to Montana. You ain't never been to Montana in your life, but you're gonna go play over there for the year, right? They give you $2 million. But yeah, transfer portal and the nil deal has changed college sports, man. You know, the transfer portal is like, you know, you eligible automatically compared to, you know, back in the day you had to sit out a year. That's what stopped a lot of players from moving around. You had to sit out a year. So, Mets, how you feel about the transfer portal, nil deals? You said it's crazy. It's getting out of hand, huh?
Eh.
You don't care too much about it. It's like, hey, it's almost it levels the playing field now with all the big schools now. So everybody can go other places and get paid.
But then again, you have a bunch of people. But then again, in the lower or schooling levels, you see people just choosing not to attend colleges because their parents are fearful of their kids being indoctrinated by a system that inherently is basically designed to make their kids dumber, not more intelligent.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to action. Florida with the ball. Clayton Jr. with the ball at the top of the key over to Will Richards at the elbow. Richards over to Condon. Condon with Roberts on him in the lane. Condon. This shot is blocked by Roberts, and
They'll stay with the
and it
Gators.
should be still with the Gators. Man, Condon, you got to go up much stronger than that. I mean, you turn right down into the guy, and he's just blocking your shot because you're not. You know,
Richards from the elbow, got it.
Yep, Richards from the elbow, and he got to. And Will Richards he's the offense right now for Florida, man. So they got to feed the hot hand. 29-25. Rock Cougars inbounds the ball to Uzan.
Shot
Uzan
clock
now. Uzan over to Francis.
3-pointer. Rebound Condon.
Rebound Condon, and here comes the Gators and stuff down 4. They done cut the Houston lead in half. All right, Condon with the ball.
Finley with the hook, too strong. Rebound Cougars.
And the Cougars with the ball. Shamet, you're a little bit ahead of me. You can just call it right now, please.
To Condon.
Hello.
Double teamed. He's got to find someone open. He does. 3-pointer. No.
No good. By the Gators.
And
And
we're
they
continuing
need
to learn
Clayton.
that.
Yeah, they need Clayton to get on fire. They need to get him on fire right now. I mean, Condon is getting like double teamed. The only person who's making basket is Will Richards at number 5 for Florida. That's the only person who's hot.
I really
And
wish
Houston,
awful coach. I wish
and
awful
Houston only
coaching
has
guy.
one turnover. Huh?
I really wish that awful coaching guy didn't basically get stopped by a hack bug in his account for about a month. I would have loved to hear how he was going to get super pissed at some of the teams for their lack of defensive effort in this tournament.
And LJ Cryer with a pull-up jump shot, good, 31-25. The Cougars go up 6. All right, Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Chenal. Chenal over to Will Richards. Richards looking. 3-point shot is up, no good.
Short and it
And out of
bounces down.
bounds.
They'll go
The
the
Cougars ball. Timeout on the floor. Are they calling a timeout? No.
Nah.
No, it's just a substitution, so it's just substitution. But the Cougars is up 6.
Both
They
sides
just make a
shooting.
substitution.
The shooting on both sides has been atrocious. 10 of 27 for the Gators, 14 of 34 for the Cougars.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14 of 35 for the Cougars.
All right, Cougars with the ball. Cryer, minute left to go in the game. Cryer guarded by Will Richards. Looked like he almost got fouled. Cryer around a Roberts screen. Over to Roberts, guarded by Hubb. Roberts in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Tip back in. No good. Rebounded by Florida. Here comes the Gators. Here comes Clayton Jr. Over to Will Richards from the corner. His 3-point shot is good. Will Richards, 28. 31-28. Will Richards is keeping these guys in the game.
And more importantly,
with
he's got
14 points.
points.
He said that wasn't goaltending. Yeah, I think it was goaltending. They might have missed that call. All right, Cougars with the ball. Uzan, and there's a timeout on the floor with 34 seconds left to go. Cougars up by 3, 31-28. He said, that's who you got winning shortly now, Houston, after what they did to your Dukies. Nah, I had Florida winning this thing, man. If Duke wasn't going, I think Florida has a more explosive offense. But for right now, for some reason, Houston is in control for right now, but like I said, that's a 3-point lead. That is not even a big lead against Florida, man. So second half, when Florida starts bombing and starts getting hot and really start picking up the pace, I expect them to take control of the game. But then again, hey, Houston might be right there too. So, but for right now, like I said, Florida, like I said, they just lulling Houston to sleep, just keep playing the game, like I said. But that second half is going to be epic, man. The second half is going to be epic. Yeah, Houston. The Cougs.
34 seconds.
I'm saying he's on. This is Will Richards. Yeah, Will Richards, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, that was a goaltender. Mosley. Yeah, man. I don't know how they missed that call. That ball was on the rim. Yeah, that ball was on the rim. It was. It'd have been a defensive goaltending because Houston was shooting that ball and he moved it off the rim, so it should have been 2 points for Houston on that goaltending. All right, Cougars with the ball. Uzan inbounds, looking over to Roberts. Roberts back to Uzan. Uzan 27 over to Francis. Francis with the ball, looking over to LJ Cryer. Around the Roberts screen, his pull-up 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Houston. Uzan with a 3-point shot and air ball. Man, he had a good look at the basket. And he just, somebody left the back door open.
First tap, and Richards tries a 3-pointer to tie at the end of the half. It doesn't go in. Half over, 31-28, Houston.
Halftime. So we are at halftime with Houston up 31-28 over the Gators in this NCAA championship game from San Antonio, the Alamo Dome. Like I said, we'll be back with the halftime stats. Matt, you'll give the halftime stats. I'm gonna just play the Man-Cave podcast after the commercial break. Just give the halftime stats.
I'm on it.
Link, please. Pat, I sent the link to you. I sent the link to you. Florida better start defending the perimeter. Yes, all right.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
For the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rushing, please. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy Jay Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is awesome production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.T.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
Okay, so stats. For the Gators, Alex Condon, 2 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from behind the arc, 2 for 2 from the strike, 4 boards, 6 points. He's turned over 3 times, all of them on travels and a steal. Ruben Shinyelu, 1 for 2, 1 board, 2 boards, 2 points, and a block. Will Richard, 5 of 8 from the field, 4 6 from behind the arc, 5 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 14 points. Walter Clayton, nothing outside of 2 boards, 5 assists, and 2 turnovers. Elijah Martin, 1 for 5, 0 for 2 from behind the arc, 1 rebound. Thomas Hogg, 1 for 3 with 2 points, a turnover, 2 rebounds. Micah Handlocken, 1 for 2 with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a block. Denzel Aberdeen, 0 for 1 with a turnover and a rebound. So 11 to 29 for 37.9% from the field, 4 for 14 from behind the arc for the Gators from 28.6%, 2 for 2 from the strike. The Cougars, on the other hand, Joseph Tugler, 2 for 2 from the field, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Jawan Roberts, 1 for 6, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. Milos Uzan, 2 for 5, 0 for 2 from behind the arc, 3 rebounds for 4 points. Emmanuel Sharp, 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting, 1 assist. LJ Cryer, 2 for 6, 1 for 5 from behind the arc, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a turnover. Javier Francis, 3 for 4 for 6 points, 4 rebounds. Terrence Arsenault, no points, 1 board, 1 steal. Melik Wilson, 3 for 6, 1 for 2 from behind the arc, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, 7 points. 37.8 shooting from the field for the Cougars, 14.3 from behind the arc, 50% from the stripe.
And that's the final stats for the Houston Cougars.
Yep. I already did the Gators.
All right.
Salute, Pat.
Welcome to the show, my brother, Big Pat Sports Talk from Big Pat Sports Talk Show, man. Number 1 Gators fans here, man. I know he's coming in for the second half to see this team win this national championship game, man. It's a great game. Like I said, Gators down 3 points right now, 31-28, but, man, they've been down some games like those season. They come from behind teams, so like I said, this is nothing. 3-point lead is nothing for these Gators, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, so they play in the SEC.
Yeah. Only thing that's encouraging to me is we've had so many turnovers, and Clayton and Martin have hardly
not got off yet. Right.
So
that's why I'm saying
that's encouraging. But man, they are pissing me off.
Yeah, and like I said, I just expect them to wake up in the second half, man. They sleepwalking right now, but Clayton Jr., like I said, The game's on the line, man. He picks his things up, so I expect the second half is going to be epic, man. That's what I'm saying. Because right now it's been all Will Richards, man. Great. I mean, Will Richards saved the Gators right now in the first
Man,
half of that
saving us,
shooting,
bro.
bro.
Saving us, bro. They want for Richard, we'd be getting blown out right now. And Houston can't shoot the three.
And that's what's that. I mean, they can though. I mean, they guards, but for some reason they off too. I mean, with Sharp, Cryer, and Uzan, them three is like that's what you got to worry about. Those three guards. You know, forget the big guys. You know, Tugler and Roberts, they are, but it's like you mainly worry about those guards because when they start shooting, making them, that's how they start getting out to those leads and they play that defense.
The big issue for me on offense is Cogden.
Yeah.
3 times he's busted walking in the paint instead of getting rid of the ball or just putting the ball up.
They're not looking to score, man. They just I don't know what they doing, bro.
I think listen, like Met says, like Condon is the one he's not sure out there. He's not looking sure out there. Them other guys are ready. You know what I'm saying? I think it was him. Is like with him is like, and he's tall. It's like, what are you? You getting your shot blocked by Roberts? Go up, get off your feet, bro.
Right,
and
bro.
Defensively, he's getting beat by the fundamentals. When he
I
goes
knew this could happen, though. I knew this could happen with the bigs because Houston's bigs are more
aggressive,
athletic, and way more aggressive than what we are. That's a fact, Mets.
Yeah.
So if we don't clear up these turnovers, it can get real bad here in the second half because they ain't gonna keep missing from three like that.
I mean, by contrast, when you look at Houston's defense, especially with their bigs, once they get in there, what do? Show the fundamentals. Show your hands, slide your feet, keep the ball in front of you, see ball, see man, stunt and recover if you're going into a switch from at least one pass away.
And every time we roll to the basket, as far as having one of the bigs at the top of the key, we score. So I don't like. And Clayton, man, he's doing some crazy stuff out there, man.
That's what I'm saying. I hope the second half he turns it on because he's gonna need him, man. Because if he goes back to the old Clayton Jr. with 34 points a second, y'all gonna be in there. And Martin got to come alive too. You know what I'm saying? Elijah Martin got to come alive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
our top two people are combined for 2 points, bro. This shit is crazy.
Right.
How are we in this game?
What is Chanel? What's that? Chanel? The other guy, the other big for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's face it. Except for Man-Cave, people like Pat and myself only really get excited for collegiate basketball around this time of the year. Do we not, Pat?
He said, yeah, only this time. Yeah, like, you know, it's like, you know, the NCAA, the March Madness, that's about it. March Madness, people turn it off until March Madness because that's when all the excitement and all the upsets and stuff like that, man, you know. It's great, man. Women's game was over yesterday, man. Hey, shout out, like I said, shout out to UConn dispatching South Carolina. You know, didn't see that coming like that. I thought it was going to be a close game, but hey, tip my hat off to the UConn women's man, Gino Auriemma, his 12th national title. Yeah, for Pat, like I said, you guys, man, second half, man, just see how they come out the first 5 or 6 minutes, man. If Clayton Jr. come out aggressive and Martin come out aggressive, that's a great sign. It's like, hey, they ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ready.
Who's part of the NCAA on CBS team? I know about Barkley, Ernie, Kenny, but who are the other two?
Basically, the whole TNT cast and
he's always Clark Kellogg and Ernie Johnson and Jay Wright and Clark Kellogg. Those college basketball. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the whole TNT. Yeah, the TNT guys does college basketball.
Besides Shaq.
And he around there somewhere. You know he around there somewhere.
Well, I'm familiar with are Ernie and Chuck.
Yeah, the other guys, what you call Kenny, but like Jay Wright, that was a coach of Villanova basketball for some years. Jay Wright, you know, he won a national championship. That was Jalen Brunson's coach. Mikal Bridges, that was their coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Clark Kellogg, everybody know that's a Hall of Famer. You know, Clark Kellogg, NBA legend, NCAA legend, man. Clark Kellogg.
Who did he play for in the NBA, Kellogg?
The Pacers, Indiana.
Oh.
He played for the Pacers, and in college he played at Ohio State, I believe. I think he's like Ohio State.
So he's a Buckeye.
Yeah.
Granted, Buckeyes have been mostly known for their football program, not their basketball one.
Yeah, everybody looking at just when you think about it, they just think about the cereal, right? Clark Kellogg. He said Clark Kellogg. Yeah, Pat. Like I said, man, I thought we was gonna meet a collision course, man. I knew we had that game, man.
I thought
like,
you guys
man.
had it too, bro. I don't know what happened on that one.
I'm looking. I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening, man. I'm like, this is not happening. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe these dudes wet the bed the last 30 seconds of this game, man.
Well, they're going to be doing next year's tournament in Indianapolis.
Oh, it's in Indy next year.
Yep.
Yeah, they move it around.
I mean, I understand why they won't do it in New York, down here in Charlotte, or in other places.
The Hornets haven't had it. The Hornets haven't had the NCAA, the Final Four. I think they were, but they moved it.
But that's about it.
You remember they moved it out because of that whole thing, because the tournament was coming to the Charlotte and they moved it because of that bathroom thing. I think that's what it was.
Well, that
the NCAA tournament was coming.
Well, that and the fact that we only host a round or two in the Spectrum Center anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get the Final Four, though, that's the big one. That's the big money in the Final Four.
If you ask me, that's only going to happen if we can get Bank of America renovated.
Nah, the Final Four they'll have it at the Hornets, where the Hornets play at. That's where it'll be at, where the Hornets play.
They've been going for baseball, football, or major style basketball stadiums.
Yeah, let me see how much. Let me see on the Alamo Dome. Alamo Dome probably like that's where the Spurs
about
play at.
45 to 50,000.
See, yeah, Alamo Dome. So the Roadrunners play that ball at and stuff like that. What's the season
around
thing?
50,000 seating capacity.
Actually, it seats 73. Wow,
73,000.
Yep.
Yeah, at capacity 73 is a 64 season. Yeah, man. Wow, I didn't know that. It's like, okay, that's what the UTSA Roadrunners football play their games at in there and stuff like that. And then I think their basketball games too is in there, I think. Alamo Dome.
Like yesterday's women's title match.
Yeah. Dawn Staley and Gino Auriemma, UConn and South Carolina, man. South Carolina
got like 12 titles now?
Yeah.
Yep, they got 12, man. He got the most. Gino Auriemma, man. He put somebody on skates.
But again, ever since the Hartford Whalers moved out, it's either this or Connecticut Sun basketball for the state of Connecticut.
Man, they destroyed South Carolina.
Right, I was going to say they got mollywopped. I didn't see that coming, man. I thought it was going to be like a 5-point game, an 8-point game, but man, they were about 30 points at one point in that game. I said, man, it's like, yo, that's it. I know Dawn was just like, she couldn't even believe what was happening to her.
Mets got another W. That's 5 in a row for them this year. Shout out the Marlins. 2-0.
Oh, the Mets?
Yeah.
2-0? Oh, I mean, it was a bit of pitcher's duel and stuff like that, huh?
More like both sides couldn't really take advantage of scoring runners and scoring RISP opportunities all that much.
Mm-hmm.
The only runs that got in was a Juan Soto RBI double in the 3rd or 4th, and then an RBI single by Tyrone Taylor in the 8th.
Yeah, Mets, you're right, man. It's like, yo, they come there, they're going to have to fight because the Hornets is only 17,000, and they be trying to make that money. They be trying to make that money, so they might have to play them with the Panthers play.
I was in the Spectrum Center just 6 weeks ago for a Raw taping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, next year, let me see because this is going to be in Indy next year. Let me see what Bainbridge is like.
No, they're doing it Lucas Oil.
Oh, they're going to do it at Lucas Oil. Okay. Yeah, the football where the Colts play at. Okay. Yeah, they say you're right to do it at the football stadium so they could get that. Like I said, they could get like 50, 60,000 people in there, man. It's like, boy, they make money hand over fist.
I mean, why do you think they choose places like AT&T Stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, they could, but they could choose wherever they got NFL teams that they could choose their stadiums too. Because like I said, they got the seating capacity for this in the football
Yeah,
stadiums
but the
with the
problem
NFL team.
is, depending on location, if most of these stadiums are outdoors, the ones we've mentioned or the ones they pick constantly all have a roof over their head.
Yeah, the indoor
For
ones,
climate
right?
control,
Right.
for climate control purposes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, man. I ain't really think about too much. It was like, they always having it in Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? They go like San
Atlanta,
Antonio,
Dallas, New Orleans, San Antonio.
Atlanta. Well, yeah, they could have it here in Atlanta. They could have it at the
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Mercedes Benz. Yeah, and they could have it in there, and they do. You know, in Atlanta and stuff like that because they just had the tournament here. That's what Auburn and them was just here in Atlanta.
But that was at State Farm Arena for a round, right?
State Farm, yep. State Farm Arena.
I mean, they could also, if they want to, do it at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Yeah, with the Vikings, yeah. Yeah, they be having all that stuff like where they're gonna be at what for the next 3-4 years. You can find out where all the tournaments gonna be, where the Final Four is, like who could put their bid in, who got it.
They're about to get started with half number 2, boys.
Yep. Let's get started, man. It's like this is it. This is the most important half right here, man. It's gonna be a crown of champion, man. Like I said, will it be down in Gainesville or will it be in Houston? Like for the Gators, they were gonna be down in Gainesville, man. Gator chop.
Gators looking for their first title since they went back to back in 05, in 06 and 07.
With Joakim Noah and Al Horford and those guys. Al Horford is at the game right now, anyway. For them Florida Gators. Huh?
I feel sorry for Joakim Noah after what happened to him with Chicago.
Yeah, Joakim Noah was pretty good, man.
Yeah, but then the injuries to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he got paid because the Knicks gave him a parting gift at the end of his career. It was that a $72 million contract.
Yeah, gave him a good parting gift.
When I heard that contract, I said, "Oh man, that gotta be a sweetheart deal." Somebody did that for him because there ain't no way that dude winning $70-something million now with that foot injury. I know he had a bad foot injury, and we ain't getting nothing out of him.
That was one of the last bonehead mistakes Phil Jackson ever made before we finally fired him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, good old Phil, right? Now Phil just with his who is it with Genie Bus? Genie Bus. Phil go home to his ranch in Montana. Yep, after tonight, no more college basketball.
At least for the next 7 months. At least for the next 7 or 8
NBA, NHL, WNBA about to start up, and hockey and stuff like that. And then the NFL draft.
Pat, do we have anyone fully dedicated to hockey on the network? Just asking.
No, not that I know of. NHL. Or you watch it? You watch the Rangers? Or you watch the Hurricanes, the Carolina Hurricanes? The Hurricanes?
I just watch whoever gets on ABC on Saturdays, but I'm mostly an Islanders fan.
Oh, you're Islanders fan? Okay.
Let's face it, both the Islanders and Rangers this year suck.
Oh, the Rangers sucking this year, man. Because the Rangers they did all right. I think last year, the year before, the Rangers is coming on.
Well, they suck this year. Mosley says he's a Devils fan. At least they're getting in the postseason.
The Devils and Jersey Devils, yeah. You know that the Devils they've been good for a while though. You know, I mean, over the years, the Devils been good. Isn't that where Martin Brodeur was a goalie for them? Martin Brodeur, the Hall of Famer.
key advantage for the Gators has been second chance points, 7-0. But bench points is where Houston has shined, 13-4.
Yeah, so I mean, gotta get guys producing off the bench, but also they gotta stop Houston from them rebounds and stuff
And
like that,
force
man.
9-2 turnover advantage in favor
Yeah,
of
9 turnovers. Shit, Condon got probably like 3 or 4 of them by himself.
3.
Will Richards, the high man in the game for the Gators. They gonna need him. They're gonna need more of him, but he gonna have some of his other friends got to step up with him, man. Clayton Jr., Martin got to step up. Condon, all these other guys got to step up, man. Help him out if
Bill
they want to
Raftery,
cut down
Grant
that net.
Hill, and Bill Raftery, Iron Eagle, and Grant Hill on the call.
Iron Eagle.
Bill Raftery was a coach, right?
Yeah, he was a coach back in the day.
Which team?
I want to say, was it Seton Hall? I think it was the Hall. I have to look back and see, but I know he was a coach back then. I think it was Seton Hall.
Seton Hall and LaSalle University.
Okay, Seton Hall. Yeah, he's from Jersey, from Orange. The Oranges. We're about to start the second half, man. It's like this is the most important half now.
He began his coaching career at Fairleigh.
This man been averaging 24.6 points per game. He got zero in the first half, man.
That's what I'm saying. And they only down 3. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so
that's the only encouraging thing about
that's
this
the
game
only
so
encouraging thing, man. But you know what? The thing with him is he's a second half player though. So I mean, and he's going to come out ready in the second half, man. You're going to need him if he start making some shots. It's like, yo, watch out, man, because he could go on a roll.
Lowest scoring first half of the national title game since 2011.
Marshall saved us the first half.
All right, back to action now. It's Houston with the ball, Sharp over to Uzan over to Roberts at the top of the key, trying to find somebody. Finds LJ Cryer at the logo, around a Roberts screen. Cryer with the ball over to Roberts, back to Cryer. He had a wide open 3. Yeah, he had a wide open 3. He gave it up. Throws the ball back to Roberts. And that's a blocking foul on Condon.
What? Oh
right,
my God!
I thought it was an offensive foul, man, because he looked like he lowered that shoulder. You see, boom. Oh yeah,
that's an offensive foul.
That's an offensive foul. Wow. All right, Houston with the ball inbounding. Uzan looking, finds Cryer in the corner. Cryer with the ball, guarded by Shinley. Cryer, step back 3-point shot is up and good. 34-28. All right, Gators inbounds.
Those, man.
Yeah, Gators inbounds. Condon over to Clayton Jr., over to Will Richards, back to Elijah Martin at the top of the key, over to Will Richards in the lane. His shot is blocked by Houston. Here comes the Cougars. Cougars with the ball. Cryer over to Sharp. His 3-point shot is blocked out of bounds by Walter Clayton Jr. Good defense by Walter Clayton Jr. It's like these guys, like I said, they about to start pulling the trigger, man. If you give us a slither of daylight, they're going to pull the trigger. All right, Houston inbounds. Cryer over to Uzan. Uzan guarded by Elijah Martin at the logo. Uzan around a Sharp screen. Uzan with the ball. Almost thought about it. Over to Sharp. Sharp over to Roberts, guarded by Condon. Roberts in the lane. His fall away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Condon. Here comes the Gators. Over to Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton down low to Condon for the dunk. Good look. 34-30.
Thank you. Pick and roll these dudes. They're undisciplined.
Right.
Been seeing it the whole game. Come on.
All right. Cougars with the ball. Uzan with the ball over to Cryer Jr. for a 3-pointer shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Chenal, and here comes the Gators over to Walter Clayton Jr. down by 4. Clayton and the offensive foul on Condon. Oh my God! Offensive foul.
Oh my God! Oh,
give Condon the hook.
Golden in like that.
How many turnovers we gonna get because of this dude, bro?
Well, that's 4 on him now.
All right, Cougars with the ball. Uzan with the ball across the timeline.
They ain't call that on homeboy.
I know.
Come on, man.
How is that? He got run into.
Uzan with the ball. With the ball. Uzan. Fall away shot is up, no good, but he is fouled by Walter Clayton Jr. Hit him on the arm on the shot.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Let me see this.
That's not foul. That was a
my God. He's like, he hit Tugler and stuff like that, man. Ain't really no foul. They just let him play, bro. That's what I say. The only thing I like with the officials is let these guys play, man. You gonna let them play, let them play. All right, Uzan at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good.
You cannot let these dudes go past 10 points, or this game is over.
They up 5 now. Uzan's second free throw is up and is also good. 36-30. 6-point game. Like I said, it's been like this for most of us. Like now, it's like when Florida's going to make a run because when Florida start making a run, and Houston's going to buckle because they be like, because they're going to feel that pressure because they've been leading the whole way, most of the whole way.
Yeah, right, we got to get some shots. Quit turning the damn ball over, bro.
I know. Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Will Richards. Richards to Shinley over to Condon. Condon at the top of the key over to Elijah Martin, and there's an offensive foul. Offensive foul on the Florida.
Oh my God!
What the heck?
Oh my God, bro!
He said fouls on Will Richards. Let me see that play, man. Like, let me see. Man, a little show, but there's a little acting, man. These guys gonna be acting. These guys gonna be acting, bro.
Come on, bro.
Cougars with the ball. Uzan with the ball. That's over to LJ Cryer. Over to Tugler. Back to LJ Cryer, guarded by Chenault. And it's a foul on Florida again.
Oh my God.
How's that a foul? I thought he got knocked down. Bro, I'm telling you, man, this is how some of the officiating goes sometimes. Let me see what these. Let me see.
They're giving them
around the screen. Oh, that should have been an offensive foul on Houston.
Right.
I mean, he held the dude up on. He coming around. He stopped him from going around the screen. He held him up.
And making it worse, it's 2 technical free throws.
It's a technical foul. And Cryer's at the free throw line for Houston. Oh my God, his first free throw is good. 37-30. How is that not an offensive foul? That should have been an offensive foul on Houston. You held the dude and then you knocked him down. That's crazy.
Oh, it was the coach jaw-jacking, which led to the technical.
And Cryer's second free throw is no good. 37-30. So it's a 7-point game. 17-21 left to go in the early second half. Oh, they give him they give him a technical for the coach for being out of the coach's box.
Out of the coach's box, yeah.
All right. 7-point Cougars lead. Cougars with the ball, which is a bad call, man. All right. Houston will inbound. Uzan will inbound the ball. Yeah, Florida's getting screwed on these calls right now. They're getting screwed. All right. Uzan inbounds the ball. Come on. Somebody inbound the ball. I mean, he's waiting on that. Uzan looking. Inbounds. Looking at inbounds. Finds Cryer off of a screen. Corner 3-point shot is good. And Houston go up 10, 40-30. All right. Gators with the ball. Chinley inbounds to Walter Clayton Jr., who needs to get hot. Clayton Jr., and he is fouled. He needs to wake up right now. They desperately need all hands on deck right now to wake up.
Gave them this 10-point lead, bro.
Yep, these refs are doing too much. Yep, they screwing Florida right now. Something that was an offensive foul. Everybody in America know that was an offensive foul. There was no way that was call it?
That's a moving screen.
Yeah. Right.
Come on, man. He grabbed the other guy. Come on, man.
All right, Florida with the ball. Elijah Martin with the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Houston, but it's an offensive foul. I mean, they're gonna call a foul on Houston. Yeah, but see what I'm trying to say is like this is how they try to do makeup calls. You see, these calls, that call ain't gonna affect Florida. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like the other way. You know what I'm saying? That's just a makeup call.
Fucking bullshit, bro.
All right, Florida inbounds to Will Richards. Richards to Condon. Condon at the top of the key. Condon looking, finds Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball, and guarded by Roberts. It's a double, and they got the bigs on him now. So Clayton Jr. in the lane, and he throws the ball away. Turnover. Thought Condon was out there, and Condon moved. 10-point game.
G to the F to the D.
All right, Houston with the ball, up 10. Houston inbounds.
This game.
LJ Cryer with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Clayton Jr. Around the Roberts screen.
For threes, man.
Cryer over to Roberts. Roberts in the lane. His floater is up and good. 42-30, 12-point game. Gators inbounds to Clayton Jr. Down 12.
This game about to be over.
Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Hall down the lane. Oh, he had the angle over to Will Richards in the corner for his three-point shot. No good. Condon had the rebound, loses it, and here comes the Cougars. LJ Cryer with the ball across the timeline around the Roberts screen. Cryer with the ball over to Roberts. Roberts floaters in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Francis. And he gets a timeout. Oh, that should have been a wall. There should have been no timeout. How you give him a timeout on that? That dude had no way. Oh, man. Clayton Jr. Yeah, it was like Clayton Jr. got to come alive for Houston. I mean, for Florida. If they got a chance, he got to shake that thing off and get aggressive. Him, Elijah Martin got to get aggressive. Like I said, Richards did his work in the first half, but they need to find him too because he's the hot man. They got to start setting some screens for these boys and let these boys go at it because they're going to need that stuff, man. And on the other end, they got to get some defensive styles, got to get some steals, man, get some deflections. But if the referee's going to help and screw these guys over on some of these calls, man, that's crazy, man. That was definitely an offensive foul on Houston. Don't know how he calls that a foul on Florida.
8.
And this is how the refs control games. He said, I want Houston to win, but not like this. He said, Clayton is taking a dive. I want Houston to win, but not like this. Hey, like I said, man, it's still time, though, man. Basketball is a game of runs. It's going to happen. Florida's going to come with their run. Like I said, they're going to get their fans into it and stuff like that. But like I said, on the other end, they gotta speed up the pace. That's another thing. When you're down, you got to speed up the pace. Don't be walking the ball up. Speed it up and push the issue, man. Try to get back in this game, get that adrenaline going. Walking the ball up, man, yeah, it's like take away your rhythm, your momentum, and all that stuff, man. It's like, yo, he's like, you lackadaisical.
True.
Like I said, coming out the timeout, I wonder what Florida, like I said, got to get something out of this timeout, man. Got to get some score. Got to get a score, got to get some style, got to get a steal or deflection on the other end and start, like I said, make this run. All right, about to get back to action.
First championship game between a Sacramento SEC and Big 12 team since the 2012 title game when Kentucky beat 67-59. National championship opponents with the same record for the third time in history since 1966 and 2006. And for the first time since 07-08, the number one seeds are facing each other in back-to-back tournaments.
Mm-hmm. And they both got the same record, 35-4 coming into this game.
All right. Really favor the
All right, back to action. Cougars inbounds. Uzan with the ball. Inbound looking. Finds Sharp. Sharp with the ball. Over to Cryer around the screen. Guarded by Clayton Jr. at the top of the key. One-on-one. Cryer Still with the ball. 6 seconds left to go. Cryer trying to push up. Fadeaway jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Holt from the Gators, and here comes the Gators. Gators is 3 turns last 3 minutes. Over down to Condon for a dunk. About time. Much needed dunk. Good look by Clayton Jr. 10-point game, 42-32. Cougars with the ball.
We gotta keep doing that, bro. That's our only shit because our guards can't hit shit.
Got to pick up that pace, man. Got to get this game. Got to pick up this pace. Uzan with the ball, guarded by Clayton at the elbow. Uzan in the lane, stolen by the Gators by Will Richards. Over to Clayton Jr. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled and he'll be going to the free throw line. That's what I'm talking about. You got to push that pace. You got to. That's what I'm saying.
Thought they weren't gonna call a foul right there for a second.
Right, got to push that pace, man. So we'll be back after that under 15 timeout. So timeout on the floor. Like so, when we come back, Clayton Jr. will be at the free throw line. 10-point deficit, trying to cut it down to 8. And it'll be much needed. Like I said, what we said, got to get a score. Then on the defensive end, get a deflection. That's what they did. They got a score and they got the deflection. Now they're going to the free throw line. See if you could chop 2 more points off. And then, like I said, just got to dig in on that defensive end on the other end, man. Like I said, the Gators are not out of this game by no stretch of the imagination. Their offense is like, they got a good offense, man. When they start hitting, them guys start hitting. He said, before you know it, they'll be right back. Because, they was down to Auburn, right, in that game. And Auburn's a good team, too. And, I mean, that's their opponent. They rival. They play them all the time. And Auburn, like I said, they was down 8-9 points to Auburn. They came back and beat Auburn. Like I said, they could get some more, like 4 or 5 more points to put a scare in Houston. Let's see. Like I said, and then you can put the pressure on Houston. Hey, you got to put the pressure on Houston because Houston ain't feel the pressure yet in this game. He said these are old coaches like, yo, Kelvin Sampson is 69 years old. What's his name? Golden from the Gators is only 39 years old as a young coach.
Yeesh. Fresh can of pizza from Willow Grove next year and here for the Pittsburgh draft.
You said what?
I found an ad for a pizzeria on Facebook called Station Pizza. But the problem, I was thinking we could order one from there when we go to the draft next year in Pittsburgh. The problem is Willow Grove is closer to Philadelphia. It's 4.5. It's over almost 5 hours.
Nah. Willow Grove. You talking about Willow Grove Mall and all that? That's Philadelphia area. Yeah, that's Philadelphia. That's not Pittsburgh. Is like, how far Pittsburgh from Philly is?
About 5 hours.
Yeah, it's close to like 5 or 6 hours or something. It's far, right? It's not like, okay, Carl Lewis is in the building. Houston, former Houston Cougar, Carl Lewis. All right, Clayton at the free throw line, back to action. Let's see if he can make these free throws and cut this deficit from 10 down to 8. He has no points in this game. His first free throw is good. Finally on the scoreboard. That might help him. Right now. All right, his second free throw is up and is also good. It's an 8-point game, 42-34. 14:57 left to go in the second half. All right, Houston with the ball inbounds. Uzan inbounds to Sharp. Sharp with the ball bringing it across the timeline. And then they're not even like pressing these guys. They're trying to to speed them up. Over to Cryer, back to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Over to Roberts, guarded by Condon at the elbow. Roberts backing him down, posting up. Roberts fall away jump shot is good. 44-34, 10-point Cougars lead. Gators with the ball, inbounds. Clayton Jr. His shot up is no good. Put back by Huff, no good. Rebounded by Houston saves the ball. Uzan with the ball. Across the timeline, guarded by Elijah Martin. Uzan with the ball over to Cryer. Cryer looking, finds Sharp. Sharp with the ball, back to Uzan. Uzan, and he is fouled, tripped by Walter Clayton Jr.
At this point, this
And
basically the Gators.
The Gators are in the penalty, so Florida will be shooting. The Cougars will be shooting the rest of the way.
They be shooting the rest of the way. It's still like 15 minutes left. That's crazy.
I know they got 7 fouls already, and Clayton Jr. has been taken out. He's taken out for arrest right now. And Cougars up 10. Sharp's first free throw is up, and it's good. 45-34. And checking the game for the Gators will be Aberdeen. Will check into the game, and Hawk is in the game also.
Man, this is looking real bad.
Sharp's free throw, second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Huff, and here over to Aberdeen, and here comes the Gators down 11. Gators only got 4 free throws in this game. Houston with only 8 free throws. There should be a lot more free throw shooting in this game. Condon with the ball over to Aberdeen. Aberdeen with the ball. Huff, his 3-point shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Condon, and he is fouled on the floor. 4th team foul on Houston.
We can't hit a jump shot to save our lives, man.
And Clayton Jr. only has 2 points in this game. Only 2 points. Gotta get more out of this guy, man. Yo, you picked the worst time to have the worst game. And officials looking at an official review. Well, I guess we're trying to see what they're looking at. It looks like some flagrant or something like that.
That's more of a common.
And they reviewing it for potential hook and hold. Probably going to common foul. Yeah. While we had, I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to this live stream of NCAA Championship men's basketball between the Houston Cougars and the Florida Gators, man. Thank you for tapping into the Man-Cave podcast as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, man, and also share it on all social media platforms. It costs you nothing, man. It is free to subscribe. Also, subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat. Our one centralized location for all of our content, man. Basketball, baseball, football, boxing, UFC, MMA, you name it, we got it. And also make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, man. Myself, the Man-Cave podcast, Mets 2128, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, TP Wade the Giant, Leaf Diggy, Mets 2128, Delay of Game, and R0 Bay. And like I say, subscribe, man. You can go in there and find all the NFL draft content up there right now, man, as well as interviews and stuff like that, man. Make sure you go subscribe, man, and you can go back and watch all those replays. All right, Gators with the ball. Inbounds to Huff. And it's a foul on the floor on Houston. Huff looked like he didn't even know what he wanted to do with the ball, and he almost traveled, but he got the foul. He was wide open. You got to take that shot, man. He almost got hurt. He almost got hurt the way his leg went. I was like, bro, what are you doing? All right, Gators inbounds. Aberdeen with the ball around a Huff screen. Aberdeen still with the ball. And it's another foul on Houston. And that's 6 on the – it's on Francis. So it looks like it's 3 fouls. Look like it's probably going to be – is it 6 fouls, so is it going to be a 1-and-1?
No, it'll be only just 7 foul.
Yeah, Houston with 6 fouls. The next one being a bonus. All right, inbounds. Condon with the ball over to Richards. Richards to Huff. Huff driving down the lane out to Aberdeen. Aberdeen down the lane. His shot is up and good. Good take by Aberdeen. 45-36. 9-point game. Houston inbounds.
Got
Uzan
it
with the
under
ball.
10, I guess.
Yep, on the 9 points. Uzan with the ball over to Cryer. Cryer with the ball over to Uzan. Looking, finds Cryer again around a Tugler screen. Over to Uzan. Wide open 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Roberts. Roberts with the ball.
Gotta stop this freaking Roberts dude, man.
Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Condon. Here comes the Gators. Aberdeen with the ball. Aberdeen guarded by Malik Wilson. Over to Condon. Condon with the ball. Over to Elijah Martin. Elijah Martin, his 3-point shot from the top of the key, good. And it's a 6-point game.
Here we go. Come on.
45-39.
Come on.
I told you it's a game of runs, man. 12:31 left to go. Houston with the ball. Wilson with the ball. Wilson over to Cryer. Cryer with the ball in the lane. Cryer over to Tugler. Tugler's looking, finds Cryer. Around the Tugler screen. Cryer with the ball. Over to Tugler. Back to Cryer. His 3-point shot is blocked by Huff. And here comes the Gators. Richards to Huff, who lays it up and in, and a foul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's a 4-point game. 4-point game with a chance to cut it to 3.
And both teams now in a 1-1 bonus.
Yep. And just like that, man. So now both teams will be shooting free throws here the rest of the way. Good take by Huff, man. 45-41.
Gator fans coming alive in the Alamo Dome.
12:06 left to go.
Timeout Cougars, and we'll take that break.
Timeout Cougars. Man, they only have 6 more seconds for the next timeout, the under 12 timeout. I wonder why they called it. They should just let them shoot the free throw. All right, so, hey. Man, just like that, the Gators are back, man. 45-40. I told you, like, hey, man, basketball's a game of runs, and this team going to make the runs. Now the Gators fans is going crazy in the Alamo Dome, man. So now the pressure's on Houston now. So the Gators woke up, and they did this with Clayton Jr. on the bench, and he still only has 2 points in his game.
And Clayton might have to stay on the bench, man.
He said they
got it today.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't got it. Right. Just keep the guys that got it in, man. It's like, hey, this is what you got to do in the big games. It's like, hey, if I got it going on, hey, keep me in there. Because that's the team that made the run. The guys who's in there right now, these guys that made the run.
It's turning a one hell of a dogfight down in Houston.
45-41, 4-point game, and they could cut it to 3 points. That's all these games be like that, man. It'd be like you be having a big lead, and then all some of these guys come back and they make it a game. Then it's like it comes down to the wires of pressure situation. Now it's like that's all. When you got the lead, you got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to keep, got to keep being aggressive. But a lot of these teams nowadays, they just like slowing it up and slowing it down, doing this and doing it. They trying to shorten the game. That ain't gonna work. Oh, the Gators are back. We got a game. We got a game now, man. 3 minutes ago, it wasn't like that, but it's like, hey, let's see the difference what 3 minutes make. I don't think the Cougars won since what? Man, since Five Slam and Jam, right? The 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Boy, that's a.
Because I don't think Hakeem Olajuwon and them got one.
Yeah, they won. Let me see when they won that Houston Cougars. I thought they did one with Hakeem, or probably after he left. Right?
They couldn't get past. They couldn't get past that one team. I don't think they never won. I don't think they ever won one.
See, nope. The closest they got was
Yep.
twice.
Yep.
The runner-up
Yeah,
in
you're right. They never. Yeah, I thought they did get one. 5 slam a jam. I guess they didn't.
got close in 8-3 and 8-4.
Yep, that was a 5 slam a jammer, man. So this will be their first if they do, but Gators are trying to stop them. Gators like, hey, let's go. Florida's on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes.
Make it 8.
And Huff's free throw is up, and it's good. And it's down to a 3-point game now. It's a 1-possession game now, 45-42, with 12:06 left to go. And like I said, next dead ball will be a timeout again, under 12 timeout. All right, Cougars with the ball. Uzan with the ball across the timeline over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball over to Crier, back to Sharp. His 3-point shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by Clayton Jr. He's back in. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Looking.
Oh my God, he almost traveled.
Clayton Jr. out to Aberdeen. His 3-point shot to tie it up is no good. Rebounded by Sharp, and here comes the Cougars up by 3 points. Uzan over to Wilson in the corner to Crier, who's wide open for a 3-point shot. Good. 48-42, 6-point game.
Keep letting this Crier dude open. That's the only nigga that's hitting, bro.
I know, man. You got to get around them screens. Clayton Jr. with the ball over to Huff. Huff with the ball over to Aberdeen.
On the bench, man.
Yeah. Aberdeen fakes a shot over to Holland, and he missed a shot, but he got fouled. I was about to say, how did he miss that shot? Hangleton.
That was about to piss me off.
So Hangleton would be at the free throw line. 48-42, 6-point Houston leading.
For those wondering what teams beat Houston in the title game, it's an 8-3 and 8-4 respectively. 8-3, Elijah fell to the Wolfpack. On
NC State, with Jim Valvano.
And Lorenzo Charles. And 8-4, knocked off by the Hoyas and Patrick Ewing.
Hangleton's first free throw is no good.
Yeah, he can't shoot.
He bricked that one off there. All right, let's see if he can make this
stronger
next
than
one.
That shit, man.
I thought he had it, man. It's like, all right, Hangleton, his next free throw is up. And it's also no good. Rebounded by Crier, and here comes the Cougars over to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Over to Crier.
3. Don't let this shit get right back up to 10 on some dumb shit.
I know. Back to Uzan at the top of the key. Uzan in the lane. Those are shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hangleton. And here comes the Gators over to Elijah Martin. His step back 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Hangleton, put back, no good. Rebounded by the Cougars, and here they come.
Why are you settling for threes?
You're right. Over to Crier. Crier. His step back 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Clayton Jr. And here comes the Gators. Down 6. Clayton Jr. with the ball. His 3-point shot from the top of the key, no good.
What are
Rebounded
we doing?
by Tugler. Tugler with the ball over to Uzan. And Houston has the ball coming over across the timeline. 10-14 left to go in the game.
10 minutes left. What are you doing? He did get fouled, but damn.
Uh-huh.
You see, you ain't getting no calls.
Uzan with the ball over to Tugler. Tugler with the ball. Finds Crier. Crier in the lane. Back out to Tugler. Tugler with the ball. Tugler in the lane. His shot is up, no good. And it's a 24-second shot clock violation. It'll be Gators ball, down 6.
Stop settling for all these damn step-back threes. What are y'all doing?
I don't know how the official missed that.
How is that not a foul?
Clayton got fouled on the arm. I don't know how he missed that. How he missed that call. They got fouled on the arm on that 3-point shot.
Where's the foul on this most recent attempt? This most recent pass attempt.
All right, Gators with the ball now. Clayton Jr. over to Huff. Huff over to Martin. What's his name? And he tripped. And how's that not a foul?
Man,
and Houston has the ball. That was a foul. He got tripped. That was a foul. Crier with the ball at the top of the key. Crier. The ball still over to Wilson. Wilson guarded by Huff. Wilson. Down the lane. Shot is up. No good. And it's rebound. Houston gets the rebound over to Crier. Cryer with a shot in the lane, no good. That's over the back on Tugler. Fouls on Houston over the back.
Yeah.
Now
Houston
Houston has more fouls now than than Florida. They got 9. Florida has 7.
Houston should have about 17
One more, and that puts
fouls.
a double penalty on, and that puts
Oh,
Houston in the double penalty, right?
Right. So Florida's at the free throw line now. So it looked like Aberdeen. His first free throw is good. And Tugler got 4 fouls, so he got with 9 minutes left to go. One more foul, he's done. He got to sit down for right now.
In the game. You want him in the game handling the ball because he don't know what to do.
Aberdeen's second free throw is good, and it's a 4-point game. 9:07 left to go. Yeah, 2 possession, but that's a much better than a 10-point game, though. You know what I'm saying? So you'll take this as like now Houston. I mean, Florida just got to make some stops and make some shots, make some more shots. Because the pressure's on Houston now. Houston's under pressure now. The game is close. That's not what they wanted, really. But, I mean, they playing a lot of close games, too, though, Houston.
Oh, yeah. Houston's a good team.
Shot at 5.
Uzan with the ball over to Wilson. Wilson back to Uzan. It's like, yeah, and look like Florida's playing some good defense now. Their defense is expanding out now. They all over the place. Over to Wilson. Wilson with the ball. Looking for Sharp. Now Wilson's just going to take it. Walter Clayton Jr. His fall away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Shinley of Gators and over to Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton over to Martin. Over to Shinley with the shot is up. No good. And a foul. He got fouled. Yeah, he got fouled on the arm. So Shinley will be at the free throw line.
He can't shoot free throws.
There should be a foul against Shinley, not Francis, because Francis got hit in the eye.
Yeah, he only got hit in the that was afterwards. It was after the shot. But he hit his arm. He hit his arm. That's how he missed the shot. Francis hit his arm to miss the shot.
And Shinley's first free throw is no good.
Yeah. It was close though. It was around the rim. But his second free throw is good. 48-45. Now it's a 3 points, a 1 possession game again. 8:31 left to go in the game. And for Francis, that's his 4th foul. So he has 4. Tugler has 4 for Houston. All right. Cougars will inbounds. Wilson will inbounds to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Guarded by Aberdeen across the timeline. Over to Arsenal over to Wilson. Wilson with the ball and guarded by Aberdeen. Wilson over to Sharp to Roberts. Almost loses the ball, and he loses the ball, but it'll be Houston's ball with 7 seconds on the shot clock, and Houston has went into a slump. I mean, the Gators are right back in it.
They've missed their last 6 field goals. Make it 7. At the Gators.
And Uzan with the ball, inbounds looking. Finds Roberts. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Huffin. Here comes the Gators. Over to Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. across the timeline. Guarded by Sharp. Clayton Jr. Down the lane. His floater, his shot is up and good. 48-47 and a foul. And a foul. To tie the game, to tie this game up, man. And timeout on the floor, the under 8 timeout. And when we get back, Clayton Jr. will be at the free throw line to tie it up, to try to tie this game up. And just like that, Florida is back. And the Gators are back.
Can Disney stop putting out these Marvel movies? The Marvel
Roberts just can't go right, huh? Marvel Thunderbolts.
I mean, in my view, the damn universe is basically dead. I mean, even with what's going to be a reboot with RDJ coming back as Doom, doesn't really pique my interest.
Mm-hmm.
It's for that new Avengers movie that's coming up. I mean, the only post-Endgame movies in the MCU that were actually good are Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Guardians Volume 3, in my view.
Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And maybe Deadpool and Wolverine, but that was just...
All right, like I said, just like that, we are in a game, and now, like I said, the pressure is all on the Cougars now. Cougars been leading for majority of this game, and just like I said, they've been coasting and coasting and coasting. It's like they should have been stretching that lead out. I won't say, but here they are now. The Gators are back in there, and Houston, like I said, they can't even find their shooting.
Smoking cruise, wine and cheese.
Remember, they probably showing that Houston campus right now. That campus is dead silent. Dude's just silent now.
And the Florida crowd chanting and singing to the beat of "Don't Stop Believing."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they back in it too. They in it now. Like I said, I knew this was gonna happen. Like I said, get the fans back in it now. It's a tight game now. It's like, hey, 7:54 left to go to crown a champion, man. 7:54 left to go. Like I said, both teams, like I said, man, they come from behind, man. So
Second highest field goal free throw percentage in tournament history, only behind Bill Bradley in 1946.
He's just like, oh, he's a second half dude, man. He got 4 points right now. He's trying to make it 5, and the free throw is good. So 5 points for Clayton Jr. in the second half, and we are tied at 48 with 7:54 left to go in the game. And like I said, now Houston is the one that's tight now. They're the ones who look tight.
Gators have only had 17 seconds of lead time tonight.
Yeah, from very early on in the game, that was it. All right, Houston inbounds, Sharp inbounds to Wilson. And Houston look like they haven't scored in like what the last 3-4 minutes of the game.
I got at least 6.
6. Yeah.
Let me double check.
All right, Cryer with the ball over to Uzan. Uzan guarded by Aberdeen. Uzan in the lane. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Roberts.
Finley's 3
and it'll be Houston's ball. Huh?
Been at least 3.5 minutes since the Cougars last scored.
This Roberts dude has pissed me off getting all these rebounds.
He said his shot is off. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that been keeping Houston in a lot of games is these rebounds, offensive rebounds. All right, Uzan with the ball. Uzan out to Roberts, over to Roberts at the top of the key. Roberts down the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. What? Oh my God! And he just got a technical for bouncing the ball. Why would you do that? Gators, you foul and you get a technical foul because you threw the ball down. Oh man,
that's gonna cost 3 points at worst.
Yeah, Robertson, he got fouled, but it wasn't too much of a foul. They could have just let that go. And then he just threw, and then Shenley throws the ball down and stuff like that. It's like he got a technical foul. So now they get 2 free throws and they get technical foul. So they get 4 free throws.
Rattles in.
Yeah, first free throws, rattles in.
Oh.
And his next free throw is also good for Cryer, 50-48.
Friendly bounce on that one.
Yeah, he's shooting a technical foul, but now what's name would be at the free throw line. Roberts will be at the free throw line. He's a 63% free throw shooter.
4 points giving up on some bullshit.
Oh no, that's true. Roberts not a good free throw shooter, but he made them free throws against us to ice it.
Man, that dude ain't gonna miss no free throw.
Yeah.
He's been hitting free throws the whole series, and when it counts.
But on this one it's like 50-48, 2-point game right now. Let's see, his first free throw is up, and hey, yeah, you said it. He ain't gonna miss, but he did miss. He missed his first one.
Second free throw, got it.
Second free throw is good. 3-point lead, 51-48, Houston.
Shouldn't have been no damn foul in the first place, man. But
I know.
Can't do that.
All right, Gators
bounce
with the
ball,
ball.
at least catch it. Shit.
The Clayton Jr. layup.
Which is Walter Clayton.
Hold on, Mets. You can't go ahead of Man-Cave.
All right, Clayton Jr. with the ball. Over to Huff. Huff with the ball. Back to Clayton Jr. Lays it up and in, and a foul. So
and
Clayton
Let's
Jr.
go.
and one. Clayton Jr. now is coming alive. That's what I'm saying. He's coming alive, man. All right, that's one thing to wake up a sleeping giant, man. And his free throw is good, and we are tied again at 51 apiece. So now, like I said, this is the last 7 minutes of this game. It's like now, like I said, man, now, like I said, Houston are definitely, they feeling the pressure now. And if Florida takes the lead, oh my God, because they haven't had the lead in a long time. All right.
Put your hands, slide your feet, stay in front of the ball.
All right, Wilson inbounds to Uzan, and here comes the Cougars. And the Florida Gator fans are going crazy in there, man. All right, Uzan with the ball over to Cryer. Cryer with the ball around the screen at the elbow, guarded by Huff. Cryer now guarded by Condon.
You're looking for that three.
Down the lane. Fall away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Clayton Jr. Here comes the Gators trying to take their first lead. Over to Elijah Martin. Had a wide open three. Elijah Martin up and no good. Thought he got fouled. No call. Uzan with the rebound for Houston. Over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball. Over to Wilson. Wilson in the lane. Shot is up and good. And the Cougars go back up by 2. Gators inbounds the ball to Clayton Jr. Over to Huff.
Every time we get a chance to take the lead
with the ball, over to Condon, over to Aberdeen. Aberdeen in the lane. His shot is up and good, and we are tied at 53 again. All right, Cougars inbounds to Wilson. Over to Sharp. Sharp with the ball. Tied at 53 with 6 minutes left to go. All right, Sharp with the ball around Robert screen. Sharp, 3-point shot from the top of the key. Good. 56-53. Gators inbounds. Huff inbounds to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Down 3. Over to Huff. Huff with the ball at the top of the key. Huff down the lane. Though finds Condon with the fake shot is up and good. 56-55. 1-point game.
Why would the Gators call timeout?
Yeah, Gators call timeout. But it's a 1-point game now. 56-55.
Lucky ass three shot, bro.
And he just got it off out that over the reach of Condon because he was gonna block that shot. Just got it up over him. He said, "What's saying?" RC said, "This game is super, super intense, y'all." Yeah, it is, man. Bang. Strap in. We set for a wild finish. Strap up. We set for a wild finish. Hey, man, that's how it is. It's gonna be shot making now. But like I said, man. Houston is they're under a lot of pressure right now. Right now, Florida's playing with a lot of house money right now. Florida's like, hey, man, they came back from a 10-point deficit. They feeling good.
12-point, actually.
12-point. They feeling good, man. So, I mean, but this is like both teams have been doing this all season long anyway. So
largest comeback in tournament history. Kansas defeating UNC in 2022, and I didn't catch the other two.
Loyola, Chicago against Cincy, and Tennessee defeating Utah in 98. I mean, Kentucky defeating Utah in 98.
What was the other
All right.
I remember Loyola. UNC game, boy.
I got
Loyola, Chicago against Cincy. All right. Back to action. Uzan with the ball inbounds to Sharp, up by 1 point. Sharp with the ball, guarded by Clayton Jr. at the logo. Sharp with the ball over to Francis, around the Francis screen. Sharp with the ball. Sharp down the lane, lays it up and in. 58-55, 3-point game. Gators inbounds. Huff inbounds to Clayton Jr. Over to Condon. Condon with the ball. Looking. Condon still looking. Somebody got to find somebody. Aberdeen gives the ball to Aberdeen. Aberdeen guarded by Uzan. 11 seconds left to go. Over to Huff. Huff with the ball. Finds Will Richards. And Richards looked like he got fouled. And there's a whistle. It is a foul. Richards got fouled. So Richards will be at the free throw line for 2.
Got hit from behind, lost his footing, and then the ball bounced off and hit his own foot.
Hey, he's at the free throw line, though, and that's all that matters. His first free throw is good, 58-56. And substitution looked like Chanel will come back into the game for Huff. And Richard's second free throw is good, 58-57, back to a 1-point game. All right, Cougars inbounds, Sharp inbounds to Uzan. Back to Sharp. It looked like these guys are trading baskets for baskets, man. You got to get a stop, though. All right, Sharp with the ball. Around a Francis screen. Over to Francis. Francis with the ball over to Uzan. Uzan with the ball at the elbow, at the top of the key. Uzan looking. Finds Roberts down the lane, lays it up. No good, but put back in by Francis. With a dunk. 60-57 with a dunk. All right. Gators with the ball. Inbounds with Clayton Jr. over to Condon. Condon, we use over to Aberdeen. He be in the lane like wide open.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Chanel with the ball over to Will Richards. Richards with the ball. Almost lost his footing. Over to Condon. Condon driving down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Houston. And here comes the Cougars. Uzan with the ball. Condon just be like, he just don't, bro. It's like, bro, it's not the time to be
that, bro.
Right. It's not the wrong time to be looking unsure. All right. Cougars with the ball up 3. 3:38 left to go in the game. Sharp with the ball at the logo. Looking. Finds Roberts. Roberts back to Sharp. Sharp around the Roberts screen. Back to Roberts. Roberts over to Cryer. Cryer, and he stepped out. It'll be Gators ball after the TV timeout. 3:24 left to go in the game. Houston up 60-57 with 3:24 left to go in the game. Right now, like I said, now it's now or never now. And this is it right here. This is it. You gotta go. Like I said, gotta go.
We gotta put together two good defensive stops, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta get some defensive stops, man, and rebound, because they're getting too many offensive. Gotta rebound the ball.
Right.
Gotta rebound the ball.
Sick of that too.
That's like the worst thing to do is play 30 seconds of good defense and they miss and then they get the ball back again. I'll be like, yo, bro, he's like, you're doing too much, man. It's like you just play good defense and you let them get another 20-something seconds left to go again. You got to get the rebound. Rebound is part of defense. $3:24 left to go. Florida trying to bring home another national championship to Gainesville. The Cougars trying to bring one home to the city of Houston. It'll be their first one ever in their program history.
Be right back, fellas.
Okay.
Okay, Pat. Let's see. Where did I screw up on this on Friday other than using pre-cooked meat from a packaging and making the onion cuts too big? Probably because
this last 3:24 gonna be some pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure. Last 3:24, man. It's like, hey, this is where all the shot makers. These are like, this is where the cream rises to the top, man.
True.
You said this is a lot of kids dream about, right? When you grow up playing basketball, you dream about this big moment being in the Final Four in the championship game. Is like, hey, when you in your driveway doing all those crazy shots and emulating players, is like, hey, now's the time to do it. Now, I got to make these shots now, man. Now's these big shots, man. I'm going to see who's going to make the big shots these last 3:24 of this championship game.
So true. Houston has been outscored 27-18 in the last last 12 minutes by the Gators.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams in the double penalty.
Mm-hmm. Yep, free throws. Yeah, free throws, man. Let me see. Timeouts. Florida has 2 timeouts. Houston only has 1 timeout left. And if there's a possession arrow, it will be Florida's ball. All right, Gators inbounds. Huff inbounds to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball across the timeline. Down 3 over to Huff. Huff with the ball, looking. Finds Clayton Jr. His 3-point shot is up and good, and we are tied at 60.
Look that one.
Yeah, Clayton Jr. now waking up. All right, Houston inbounds. Uzan over to Cryer. Cryer with the ball. Back to Uzan. Across the timeline. Uzan guarded by Martin. Uzan with the ball. Trying to find somebody. Finds Cryer. Cryer with the ball around a sharp screen. Guarded by Clayton Jr. Cryer over to Francis. Back to Cryer. Cryer down the lane. Floater is up and no good, but put back in by Cryer. And then Houston goes up 62-60. See that offensive rebounding. Got to get these guys on the boards.
Which has been the biggest weakness of the Gators all game.
Gators with the ball. Huff with the ball. Over to Martin. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Richards, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
With another chance to tie with just over 2.5. Just under
Drew, what's good, Drew? What's good? Yeah, man. Man, this game is, like I said, a great game, man. Coming down to the wire now. So Richards will be at the free throw line to try and tie this game back up.
When was the last time a title game went to overtime?
Let me see. Was it last year or the year before? All right, Richards' first free throw is good. Yeah, I have to look on that. See, it was like overtime. All right, Richards' second free throw is good, and we're tied back up at 62 apiece with 2:18 left to go in the game. All tied up. Houston and Florida 62. Houston will inbound. All right, Sharp inbounds the ball over to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. And everybody's up now. Everybody's up in the Alamo Dome. Uzan with the ball. Over to Tugler. Tugler over to Cryer. Cryer with the ball.
And
it's a foul on Florida?
I think they're saying illegal defense.
No, it says a foul. So Juwan Roberts is going to the free throw line. So it's a foul on Condon. Oh, so Tugler's at the free throw line.
He's a 54% free throw shooter season.
And his first free throw is good. So he's probably going to make one and miss one. That's what you're hoping for, right? Make one, miss one, right?
Yep.
He's a 50-some% free throw shooter. All right. It's Tugler's second free throw. He's a 54% free throw shooter. Nobody for Cougars online. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by the Gators.
Why?
Clayton Jr. with the ball. Down 1. 2 minutes left to go. Clayton over to Huff. And Clayton Jr. 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Roberts. Yeah, you didn't need that, man.
For that shot.
All right. It's Uzan with the ball across the timeline. 1:45 left to go in the game. Guarded by Elijah Martin. All right. Over to Tugler. Tugler with the ball. Tugler still looking for somebody. Finds Uzan. Uzan with the ball. 10 seconds left to go. Uzan. His pull-up 3-point shot is blocked.
But
it'll be Houston's ball.
as no one bothers to pursue it.
Nobody could get there. So 4.3 seconds left to go on the shot clock for the Cougars when they inbound. Up 1. All right. Uzan looking. Inbounds. Finds Crier. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Tugler. And they say the ball is out of bounds. And they're gonna try to take. They're gonna try to take a look at see who the ball is off of.
I'm looking at it, and it's off Tugler. Or based on the initial struggle.
Yeah, it's off of Tugler. It'll be Florida's ball. It'll be Florida's ball.
And they're also double checking to see if the clock is at where it's supposed to be at 1:28 to go.
Mm-hmm.
Off the back of Tugler's hands, the ball is flying loose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a minute 21 left on the clock. Excuse me.
Yeah, a minute 21 left in the game. Yeah, they're gonna probably look at that too and see if they're gonna put some time back on it. That's what it would. He said, "Looks like an open and shut case. It's gonna be Florida's ball."
Court is adjourned.
Yeah, like I said, the thing with Houston, man, if Houston loses this game, they had this lead for most of this game. You'd be pissed off, right? You left for most of the game.
And you screw it up because you get lazy with a 12-point lead with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah. Like I said, we could keep saying that all day long. Even I said when any game we watch, football same way too. They up by a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns. They just get like everybody go into like conservative mode. You can't be in conservative. You got to keep your foot on the gas.
Same thing with hockey.
Mm-hmm. All right, so to get back to action, Gators will inbound. Huff will inbound to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Across the timeline, Clayton Jr. was sharp on him. Over to Condon. Almost lose the ball. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Huff. And it's stolen by Houston. Uzan with the ball. Up 1. 1:05 left to go in the game. Uzan across the timeline. Uzan over to Crier. Crier guarded by Huff. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Condon. And here comes the Gators. Over to Clayton Jr. Over to and he is fouled. Elijah Martin is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Martin has been pretty quiet most of the night. And Joseph Tugler has fouled out.
Yes, he has.
Martin, a 76% free throw shooter. Can he get the one to tie it?
All right, doing too much. Yep. His first free throw is good. Tugler fouls out with 5 points. 46.5 seconds left to go in the game. And Martin's second free throw is good. And the Gators finally take the lead 64-63.
First time
with
since
46. With 46.5 seconds left to go in the game.
The Gators looking to snap the trap.
First lead since 8-6, and the Gators with a 1-point lead with 46.5 seconds left to go, man. But like I said, the Cougars been leading most of the game long. And they're gonna finally lose the game in the last 3-4 minutes of the game. But hey, that's what happens, man. That's what happens when you don't take care of business. But they still they still here though. It's 46.5 seconds left to go, so. Said Crier doing too much. He went baseline, and I don't know what he was trying to do that shot. That shot was like an off-balance shot. He didn't even have a good shot.
Each team's only got 1 timeout left. Both teams are in the double bonus. Florida's got the possession arrow. 46.5 seconds left.
Houston fans got the praying stuff going on. They praying right now. But 46.5 seconds left, man.
Shot clock down to 12.
All right. Hold the ball. Okay, Uzan has the ball. Over to Sharp. Sharp. Over to Roberts. Roberts to Crier. Crier with the ball over to Uzan. Down one. Houston's down one. Over to Sharp. Sharp. And he loses the ball out of bounds, and it will be Florida ball.
That's the defense the Gators have been trying to use all.
26.5 seconds left to go, and like I said, yep. Because he took it in traffic. You can't, when it's in traffic, you got to stop. You can't go through traffic because that ball's going to be hit out. Yep. And it will be Gators ball.
They're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, they can look at all they want, but I think it was off of him. But like I said, when you go in there, you got it. Yeah, it's gonna be off of him.
Off Sharp's knee, yeah. That was the last bit of contact the ball had.
Like I said, you going in there, you can't drive through there. If you see that, you see three guys around, you got to stop and go give the ball back out to somebody. They're gonna strip the ball out of you, man.
Yeah, it's
fundamental. They're gonna strip that ball.
Offense 101. You get boxed, you get caged,
traffic.
Get rid of it.
Right. Can't drive in traffic like that. Too much traffic. You got to stop. Unless you're getting fouled, man, you can't do that. If you're going to get fouled, that's one thing. But if you ain't getting fouled, they're not going to call that. You're going to lose the ball more often than it going through traffic, try to dribble through traffic.
I mean, one could argue the swipe down, but most of the contact is on Sharp's leg. Like after the ball gets loose.
So now Houston has to foul now. You got to foul because he down one. You got to foul.
And you have to hope that you foul someone who's a piss poor free throw shooter.
Yeah, but if Florida's smart, they're gonna put good free throw shooters out there, so that way they know you got to foul. So you're gonna put them on the free throw line.
Then we saw what happened with Houston against Duke.
You got to inbound that ball. It's like, yeah, so they just got to inbound the ball and then get fouled. So this game is gonna be the inbound and fouling game. The inbound and fouling game. You got to inbound the ball first and then get fouled. All right, Gators with the ball. Clayton with the ball, looking. Finds Huff. Back to Clayton Jr. And Clayton Jr. with the ball. Over to Aberdeen.
Who almost lost
and he is fouled. Who almost lost it. Wow. So Aberdeen to go to the free throw line. Almost lost that ball.
If that ball gets out of bounds and Aberdeen is too slow to catch it, you know Houston's going to try to go for a 3 to win. And he missed the first free throw shot.
First free throw was no good. Oh, yeah, but like I said before, you got stepped out too. See, you got to make these shots, man. Got to make these shots, though, man. That's the pressure. And his second free throw is good, and the Gators go up by 2 points, 65-63, with 19.7 seconds left to go in the game. Florida up by 2.
Condon coming back in for defense for the Gators.
And
Houston's going to burn their last time out. They've got less than 20 seconds to get a shot off. It's got to be a 3.
It could be a 2-point shot to send the game into overtime. So they just need a 2 to send it into overtime if they want to. But if they want to win the game, shoot a 3-point shot. But I'll take my chances with a 2-point shot, drive into the basket and try to get fouled instead of selling for a 3-point shot that might miss. I'll try to get fouled, man. Drive to the basket, and if you see some traffic conversion, kick it out to your guy, man. But you can't be driving through 2 and 3 people and stuff like that. They're going to be reaching their hands in to get the ball from you. Yeah, Mosley, man. It's coming down to this, man. But like I said, man, for Houston, man, Houston been leading this whole game.
Or thereabout.
And now it's like,
Or thereabout.
Yep. Yeah, they've been that would be the sucky part. If Houston loses this game, man, it's like we led that game out of 40 minutes. We led like 35 minutes of the game or 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey, same thing like the Duke game. Duke was leading for like 30 something, 35 minutes of the game. They lost. I mean, the 3 minutes is like unbelievable, man. So, hey, if Florida wins, Houston gets they get to feel like they get to feel how I felt, the pain of how Duke felt. It's like we was leading most of this game. So Houston has no more timeouts. They have to inbound the ball. Florida has one more timeout left. No fouls for anybody. Both teams in a double bonus. So it comes down to Houston has to inbound the ball. They got to get the ball in. No more
They got
timeout.
to do it from their own side of the court instead of half.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good for them. Oh no, they got to do the full court. They got to go the whole way, but they got 20 by 19 by 20 seconds compared to like if it was like 1 second, like you know what I'm saying?
6, 5,
Right.
4.
They shot it up.
It's over.
All right, Crier with the ball. Crier over to Uzan. Uzan with the ball. Uzan with the ball over to. Oh my God! He said Sharp steps up and he no good, and it's over. And Houston, I mean Florida, the Gators win the national championship.
Do you
Sharp
believe in
with
miracles, folks?
Sharp with a up and down. He did an up and down on the call. What the hell? It was an up and down. He thought he had the shot. I don't know why he didn't. You still got to shoot the ball, man.
And for the third time, the Gators are national champions.
The Florida Gators are the national champs. Congratulations to Big Pass Sports Talk and the Florida Gators, man. The Gators have won the national championship game 65-63.
Yes, sir.
Over.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time on mute. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes,
you was on mute.
Yeah, I was on mute the whole time. I didn't know.
Oh, you was on, yeah, because I thought because you said you was going, and I was like, okay, and that was a minute ago, so I was like, I didn't know. It was like, yeah, you turn the camera off and on.
My bad, man. I've been talking this whole time on mute.
Man, we didn't even know. It's just like, wow.
Victory cigar, let's go.
Yo, man, oh my God, I don't even know how Sharp did that type of stuff, though, man.
What should be game 23?
Yo, so like I say,
but he was gonna get it blocked though. Clayton came up with a very good defensive play right there.
Good defense because he should have faked it first, and then because he had time though, he had time. Said boom, and had he faked it, Clayton went right by him and stuff like that because he had time. It wasn't like it was like 1 second left to go. He had like 4 or 5 seconds on the clock. Wow. And the Gators have won their national championship, so it's going to be party time in Gainesville, Florida tonight, man. The Gators are the national champions. Big Cat Sports Talk, Florida Gators. You said the Gator Chomp. Gator Chomp. The Florida Gators and Kelvin Sampson can't believe it. And just like I said, Houston been leading this whole game until the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes of the game, and they lost the championship. That's what I'm saying. I know they were like, yo, we was leading a majority of this game. And, hey, that's what happens, man. Hey, Clayton Jr., he came back in the second half. He made some shots, and then he made the play of the game at the end of the game. He made that defensive play. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like,
let's go.
Congrats. Gators. All right, the Gators and Mets will be doing the final stats for the Gators. Once again, Florida Gators win 65-63, bringing the national title home to Gainesville, Florida, and the SEC. Congratulations to Coach Tony Golden and the Florida Gators.
Final stats: Alex Condon, 5 of 9, 2 for 2 from the stripe, 7 rebounds, 12 points, 4 steals, 4 turnovers. Ruben Chinyelu, 1 for 2, 2 for 3 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Will Richard, 5 of 10, 4 for 7 from behind the arc, 4 for 4 from the stripe, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 18 points. Warren Clayton Jr., 3 of 10 from the field, 1 for 7 from behind the arc, 4 for 4 from the stripe, 5 boards, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers for 11 points. Elijah Martin, 2 for 10, 1 for 6 from the arc, on the arc, 2 for 2 from the stripe, 1 board, 7 points. Thomas Hogg, 2 for 5 for 5 points. Micah Hongloden, 1 for 3 for 7 points, 4 rebounds for him, 5 for Hogg, 3 assists for Hogg, 2 for Hongloden. Denzel Aberdeen, 2 for 4 from the field, 3 for 4 from the stripe for 7 points, 2 rebounds. Oh, and Hogg and Hongloden each had a block. For the Cougars, Joseph Tugler, 5 fouls, 5 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the stripe, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Javon Roberts, 3 at 13, 8 points, 2 for 4 from the field, from the stripe, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. Milos Uzan, 2 for 4, 2 for 9, 0 for 4 from the arc, 2 for 2 from the stripe, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for 6 points. Emmanuel Sharp, 3 for 11 from the field, 1 for 7 from the arc, 1 for 2 for the stripe, 3 boards, 1 assist, 8 points. LJ Cryer led all scorers collectively with 19 points, 6 out of 18 from the field, 4 for 11 from the arc, 3 for 4 from the stripe, 6 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal. Javier Francis, 4 for 5 with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Terrence Arsenault, no points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Nick Wilson, 4 for 9 with 9 points, 1 for 2 on the arc, 2 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Shooting 21 of 53 for 39.6% for the Gators, 6 for 24 from on the arc for 25%, 17 for 21 at 81%, 40 rebounds, 14 assists, 7 steals, 5 blocks. For the Cougars, 24 of 69, 34.8%, 6 of 25 from behind the arc, 9 of 14 from the stripe for 39 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 swipes, 6 blocks. Basically, just boiled down to the Cougars just going into full-blown ball hog mode.
Mm-hmm. So, Mets, what's your final take on this game, man?
Houston should have been a lot less selfish with the ball. And the fact you only get 5 assists from 8 men over a 40-minute stretch is disgusting.
8 assists, man. That's not sharing. That's not sharing the ball if you get 8 assists.
5.
But yeah, I believe in Jacob Bertuzzi, man. They should have went for the tie. I don't know what these things with these teams. You didn't need a 3-point shot. It was only a 2-point game. You could just drove to the basket and try to get fouled, man. I don't know what it is, man. Guys nowadays, they just want to win the game, and that's it. They be like, forget going into overtime, man. Let's just try to win this thing.
They went for that 3, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. And that's I was like, yeah, I know it, man. Like I said, man, congratulations to the Florida Gators, man, the 2025 NCAA champions, man. Thank you guys for watching this live stream of Houston versus Florida. You know what I'm saying? Houston versus Florida in this on live stream, man. Thank you for us from YouTube, Twitter, man, all social media platforms, man. Make sure you hit your the like and subscribe button on your way out of the Man-Cave podcast, as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. And also make sure you go subscribe to Mets 2128, Big Pat Sports Talk, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. I'm gonna let Big Pat get his final thoughts in this game, man. His national champions, Florida Gators, man. You got the floor, Big Pat.
Man, it's about damn time. It's been a long time coming for the Gators to get a championship. We all get into the tournament. Very good teams. We wound up blowing it for whatever reason, but we didn't do it this year. We tried to do it in this game. Houston didn't capitalize, and we came back and won, and that's all that matters, man. Go Gators! Wanted to beat Duke, but hey, look, we'll take Houston.
I know, man, because I was thinking it was like this, man. It should have been Duke, man. It should have been Duke. But, hey, man, Houston got a taste of their own medicine because the same thing happened to them against Duke, man. Like I said, Duke was leading that whole game until the last, and now, hey, karma is a mother, man. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man. I feel bad for them, too, because, like I said, they were leading the whole game, man. But, hey, that's what happened. You got to finish. You got to seal the deal, man. You got to finish it, man. You got to finish. Gotta finish. You can't leave nothing unturned, man. And that's what happened, man. It's like, they're gonna be they have a whole summer to think about it, man. But the Gators will be having a whole summer to celebrate down there in Gainesville, man. Florida Gators and stuff like that, man. And like I said, we was even talking about this with Big Pat, man, before the tournament, who was going to win the national title. Big Pat was like, yo, my Gators going to be in there. I was like, yeah, I always said the Gators is going to be in there. The Gators or Auburn or, you know what I'm saying, Alabama, because them teams could score in the SEC. Those three teams are good. You know, Duke, you know what I'm saying, Houston, St. John's, Rutgers, you know what I'm saying. But, hey, at the end, the Gators won it, man. Hey, the Gators got nothing but love for the Gators, man. They finished the job, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how they won it, man. They won by a basket, but hey, a championship is a championship, man. It feels good for the Florida Gators, man. Congrats to the Gators, man. Congrats to Big Pats, man. So you got the bragging rights now with the Florida Gators.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. One of my teams finally won something, god dog it.
Well, we know one Cowboy fan who's happy about this, and that's Scooter Magruder.
Oh, okay. He's a Gator.
He's a University of Florida alum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Gator Nation is celebrating all of it in the Alamo Dome in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, it's a great thing for the Gators, man.
Youngest head coach to win a title since Jim Bellato in 1983.
39 years old, man. Look at he look at him, man. He looks like I thought he was part of the team right there with the hat on. I didn't even know that was the coach. That's crazy, man. Like I said, he blends right in with the team. He blends right in team.
I mean, he doesn't look that much older than me.
Yeah, he's young. He's young as I don't know what.
39 years old. 39 years old, and he beats Calvin Sampson. 69 years old Calvin Sampson's like Calvin got real close, man. Calvin Sampson got real close, man. It's like, hey, maybe next time, Calvin Sampson, man. But for tonight, it is all Florida Gators, man. And you guys been watching on the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Make sure you go subscribe to the network, as well as subscribe to all the members of the Aboriginal Sports Network, myself, the Man-Cave Podcast, Mets 2128, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports or NYG, Coach Egg Latney's Amazing World of Sports, Leaf Diggy, TP Way the Giant, Delay of Game, as well as R0B Rob. And make sure you go subscribe, man. But like I said, got a lot of great content for you guys coming up, man. I will be back here tomorrow night. I think I'll do the Celtics game. If not, I'll do the Wednesday game. But I think I'll do the Celtics game tomorrow night. If they playing, if they resting starters, I ain't doing that. I'll do the other game.
I mean, most of the tiebreakers for the number one spot don't fit them against Cleveland.
No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the last games, the games of the season and stuff like that. Last 3-4 games of the season and stuff.
I was talking about the Knicks Celtic game tomorrow night.
You said what?
At this
point, about the Knicks Celtics.
Yeah, at this point, Boston's basically locked in number 2. They split the series with Cleveland, and most of the tiebreakers don't favor them.
Yeah, they got the Celtics tomorrow night, then Detroit on Thursday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll do that Celtics game and stuff like that. I hate Boston anyway. I hate Boston. It's like I'd rather see what we're gonna do tomorrow. They might rest Tatum and Brown anyway and stuff like that, but it is what it is, man. But thank you guys for tapping in, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, man. And until next time, like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow night, man. So make sure you tap back in tomorrow night at 7:30, Knicks versus the Celtics. I will be back here tomorrow night. Until next time, man. See you guys. Peace.
Bye, good night.
Peace.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The-Man-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Productions. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it.